It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. What did I say? October 9th, 2024, and we are coming to you live. My entire prep sheet just says hurricane.
Yeah.
That's all I have today to go on.
Pretty much it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, let's get this out of the way, and I'll probably say this 5 times today. We will be here to tell you if anything changes. We will be here with updates. If it gets really bad, we will turn to Fox News. We're here 24 hours a day. We are a partner with Fox News. If you're watching them, you'll see that they advertise that if everything goes out, you can always listen to us on the radio and listen to them. So we'll help you out as much as we can. But to be honest with you, there's a hurricane coming and nothing's going to change that. So either be ready for it or don't be ready for it. I don't feel like we're going to spend the whole morning talking about that because people know it's coming. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not Mike Delgado. I got nothing for you.
Yeah, all you can do is be prepared, and hopefully you're prepared by now because, it's coming later on today or this morning, later night, morning, whatever.
And everything's closed.
Yeah.
Basically.
I didn't pass
like grocery stores and
anything on the way here that was open.
I saw like every gas station I passed, there was one car at.
Yeah.
But I don't think they weren't getting gas or anything. Like I don't think the gas stations were open.
So I can tell you last night, the Wawa that I go to was open and had gas. And people were going in and out pretty easily. Like everybody was being pretty good with it. And, there was a lot that I passed it obviously didn't have gas. A lot of the smaller ones, this and that. But, Wawa being as big as it is, I don't know whether they get the priority delivery or whatever. But at that time last night, so I have no idea now.
That was one of the things I saw on the news yesterday, how many of those gas trucks are lined up at the port just waiting to deliver, and they were just lined up down the block. So it's like the governor said yesterday, we have gas. It's just taking time to get it out to the gas stations. And right now, today is the day, your last minute things that you need to do, you should be doing. But for the most part, you should be just getting ready today to get in place and get your house ready.
I believe they call it hunker down.
They're hunker down. I was trying not to say hunker down while I was saying
but
it.
But it's the only time you can use it.
I know. Riddled is cancer. Hunker down is hurricane.
Yeah.
So this is on Channel 10 here. It's Jameson Euler on the left, and he is staying at the station.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like his wife left to go out of town to get away from the hurricane, and he's staying there.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes the most sense because they'll probably need him on the air.
And generators and everything, and they're prepared. Yeah. Well, I was saying, so the station I used to work for up in Fort Walton Beach, it was a 5-station cluster, and they were a mom and pop place, whatever, and they got bought out by Cumulus. And part of the deal was they had to build a new building that was hurricane resistant and all that stuff. So whenever I was there, they were like, hey, anybody who wants to stay or do stuff, we'll use you to get information or on air or whatever. And they had so much food and so much stuff. And this was when I first started and I was broke and everything. And I was like, we can just eat whatever we want. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'll stay here. That's fine. Because I was living in a little apartment. I was like, yeah, I'll stay here.
That's why Olivero and I have such a good relationship, because back in the day when Pete and I were dirt poor and we lived together, Olivero would be like, Saturday, we're doing an auction for the whatever. Do you guys want to volunteer? And we were like, yeah, because every time Olivero was do something, he'd trade out like food with a restaurant.
Right,
so we'd be eating pasta with, it'd be great. I miss the old days.
I got to tell you, that was part of my, I remember I did something for the general manager, and I did a bunch of imaging for another station, and to pay me, because they're not, they're always cheap and, whatever. So to pay me, though, they gave me trade on a bunch of restaurants, and they gave me a ton of different like gift certificates. I'm like, yes, that's totally fine with me.
Barter.
But that was part of my thing whenever I went up to Louisville for a little while. We were negotiating contract and stuff, and I go, listen, you don't have to give me a bunch of money. I go, you can give me a cell phone, an apartment, a car deal, like any of those things that I don't have to pay out of my pocket is fine. And you're just doing it on trade. I go, so let's get with that. They wound up giving me a phone and a few other things. And I was like, yeah, I'll take that all day long, because that's still money that's not coming out of my pocket.
Oh, yeah. There's one thing I learned, though. I learned this from mostly from Jeff Ryan, who's worked for the Bucks for the past 20 years. Jeff was my program director at 1010 at the sports station. And they had plucked me out of there to put me on Q105, and they were putting a contract together, and I didn't have an agent at the time. And Jeff goes, listen to me. Everything you want, ask for it now. I go, what do you mean? He goes, everything. Goes, aim high and ask for everything. I go, why? He goes, because you won't get it all, but 6 months from now, you don't know where you're going to be, if you're going to be up, down. And he goes, it's going to be impossible to get in there. And you need a computer, ask for it now. You want a cell phone, ask for it. So I asked for everything. I was like, I want all this stuff. And they were like, okay. Because like you said, it's easy for them to give
and
you.
It's, if you're bringing all of this stuff, if you have 20 things that you want, they're like, well, listen, we can't give them 20. We can give them 8. That's 8 more than you would have had you not said anything and just went, okay, and signed the deal,
And it's all a write-off for them.
Yeah, they get the money from, clients or whatever. But I went in this station. I didn't want to work from, as you know, I didn't want to work from the Christmas break until the next year. I want to take those 2 weeks off every year so I could spend time with my kids. And my agent went to them and they said, we want this time off, and they wouldn't put that in my contract. But they said, but we'll give you 8 weeks of vacation or whatever it is. So that's why I have so much vacation, and I never actually use most of it because I push it all towards the end of the year. So come November, I'm like, I could take the rest of the year off.
Do you remember years ago when Hardee's had those big mouth burgers? There was like a big marketing campaign about these burgers.
I don't.
Was
surprised? Do you remember?
Was that Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
And
she was in the commercial on the hood of the car and stuff.
Right.
Well, they did promotions of the radio station, and I had taken a stack of I bet it was 200 free burgers.
Is that when you became burger guy?
That's his origin story.
But I ran. We'd give them all to my friends, and we ate. And we got to the point where we were so sick of going to Hardee's.
I'm sure,
because we had at least it was such a big stack, and it was just complete, free, $9-10 burger.
Yeah,
that's funny. And we ate those forever.
I was thinking about I was looking at my son. My son's 18, and I was thinking when I was 18-ish, like 1920s, like in the early years, I had no money. Like I was trying to think if I wanted to go, like, don't get me wrong, that idiot needs money from me too, to like, if he wants to go to McDonald's or something, it's going on my Apple Card, you know what I mean? But when I was a kid and I tried to think if I wanted to go to McDonald's, I had to go scrounge up $5 somewhere, and I most of the time didn't have, it just blows my mind to think of how.
Do you remember going through couches and cars
to find change?
To find change, anything to get a meal from McDonald's.
Yep.
You could do everything $1 menu. You could get 2 McChickens, a small fry, and a drink.
So one of the funniest things when I first got into radio, me and my buddy Kevin, who worked on the same radio station, we went out and they had the Pensacola Ice Pilots, which was a minor league hockey team, and we went out and did the in between the quarters and stuff, or periods rather, and we're on the mic and we're doing stuff and funny and having a good time and everything. And then we went to Wendy's and got $1 cheeseburgers, 99-cent cheeseburgers, went back to his house, sat on the floor and ate them. Yeah. And he goes, people are like, I bet you those guys are partying with all the girls. And meanwhile, we're looking for change to get, 99-cent burgers.
Yeah.
I tell my son all the time that I didn't have anything.
No.
When I moved out of my parents' house, my stepdad hated me. I hated him. I moved to Tallahassee. I had $2,800. And that's what I moved everything to living expenses. I packed everything into a was a Nissan Sentra that I purchased myself from my boss for $1,000, and I took that and $2,800, put all my stuff in there, and I moved to Tallahassee.
Yeah, how old?
I had just turned 19.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I was 23. The first time I had $1,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
Because I sold my car because I was moving to New York and I paid off all my bills. I still had $1,000. It was the first time I ever had $1,000.
Even the $3,000 that I had was part of from when my original father had passed away.
Wow.
It was money that I had saved.
Now, you ready for all these personal questions? Do you get Social Security, or did you after he passed away?
No.
You should have.
Because he was in the Army, right? Or in the military?
It's a long story.
Oh, really?
It's a long story.
Yeah.
I'll just say the scumbag, my stepfather, took advantage of a woman who had 2 kids and was a widow and had a lot of money at the time.
Gio, I don't know.
And pissed all that money away.
Ugh.
I would lay in bed at night and dream about killing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm older now, though. I don't care.
I know. It doesn't matter to me. That would it's bad on my part. I'm not saying you should do this. I'm saying this is but I would even this dad be like, it's long enough now. I can kill him and people wouldn't suspect me.
Yeah, now he's just like a sad old man now.
Yeah.
So it's not even worth it. But
I'd go set him on fire in his bed.
When I was younger, absolutely. I felt that way. But now, that I'm older and I've had, decades.
Yeah, you're a much better person than I am.
I'm just whatever,
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, all that money got pissed away.
God damn, that's terrible.
6 figures.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to bring the show down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good morning.
I was just excited about my burger story.
Burger guy, burger story.
Well, I mean, yeah, Mike, I didn't have any money when I was 18, so it was like, that's what you did.
Did you get my text this morning?
I did. Come on. You think I'm going to fall for that?
Listen, the reason why I sent it to you is it's so last night I go upstairs during The Voice, like about that time to go to bed, and I get in bed and I see my brother is online playing PlayStation. So I hop on my brother and my nephews, and I play with them for a little while. And I was like, all right, I got to go to bed. And then my brother's like, already? I go, I'm exhausted. I got to work tomorrow. So I get in bed, and about 20 minutes goes by, and I fall asleep, and I get a text, and it wakes me up, and I look over, and it's a news story, and it says that this wind has picked up speed, and it's now a Category 6. And I'm like, Category 6? And like, it's gone beyond what Category 5 was. So I get up, I sit up, I click on it, and it's that guy sitting at the edge of the bed with big dong hanging out.
When you sent that to me this morning, instantly I knew. I'm like, I'm not clicking on this.
I figured you would, but that woke me up last night. I wrote back to my brother. I'm like, that's funny, but you woke me up for that. He's like, good.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I've already forwarded that to like 6 other people this morning that I know will fall for it.
I know. Like, I wanted to get my dad with it this morning. Anyway, our phone numbers are there, 800-771-1025. Corey Cardinal is running the board today. Corey, are you hoping this hurricane kills your ex-wife?
No, actually, there's been a lot of updates since.
Please tell me you're back together. This show brings people together.
Not exactly. So she called me. We didn't get to speak last Friday because your power was out, or the Friday after the storm. So she called me around 10:30 that Friday morning, hysterical. Her mom passed away. Yeah. So I left around 10:30 that Friday morning, and I've been with them ever since, making sure that they were okay. We finished the service, the cremation service yesterday morning, and I've been with them ever since.
Oh, so we're gonna be nice today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we'll be nice. So I'm heading up there today after Dylan releases me, and I'll be up there with them to make sure.
Where is up there?
Port Richey.
Oh, that's a tough spot to be.
Yeah, so I was telling them, basically I was going to give them like a final out and let them know, hey, you guys got to go north to like, Alabama or something.
Yeah.
But it seemed to be going more and more south, so I don't know. I feel like they should be fine up there, so I'm going to go up there and make sure that they're good.
I don't know. If I was in, where are they in relation to US 19 and the water and all that?
They're in between 19 and Little Road, just south of 52, so like Jasmine area.
So they're up pretty far inland there.
Yeah, they're in EVAC D.
Yeah, that's out of the kind of. That's going to get maybe remnants, but it's out of it.
Yeah.
Corey, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Like, this is the perfect opportunity for you to be mean when something happens to her, and you ended up being the nice guy. I'm not saying you should have. Like, Gio, you're a better man than I am.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I've always been like that. Like, I can be a dick and I can be rude to people, and I actually like doing that. But I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Every once in a while, I'm like, I can show some compassion, because I mean, if that was me, I would want the same, So
There was a great comedian whose name I can't remember, Robert Schimmel, who was on the show. And Robert Schimmel had cancer, and it was really bad. And he cheated on his wife with his daughter's best friend. And there's a significant age gap there, and he wasn't like a super handsome guy or anything like that. In fact, kind of the opposite. He was a creepy little old man. And he, as his cancer got worse, his wife was taking care of him, and he was on the floor, and he crapped himself because he couldn't control his bowels anymore. And his wife came in and looked at him and said, "Where's your girlfriend now?" And if I were you, that's what I would have done. When she would call me crying, I would have been like, "You should call that guy that you were cheating on me with and let him take care of you."
I mean, right at first, like, I had those initial, but like the circumstances that was the main factor. So
yeah, you're a good guy. I'm not knocking you. You did the right thing. You did the nice thing, and I almost feel bad for bringing it up now. Not really, but a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel better because I thought I brought the room down.
No, you didn't really take the room. This room doesn't come down. Come on now. This room we're fueled by that kind of stuff. How you doing?
Hi.
I'm going to restart my mouth.
All right.
Have you, Carmen, heard Crazy Patty call Roger and JP, or is that all replays?
I want to say it's replays.
Right.
Yeah, because I get a lot of calls about that. But then when I listen to it, it's like older segments that they're filling in time with between our show and the overnight.
Gotcha.
So it's not even like yesterday's replay. These I don't know when's the last time they've heard, but I know Monica said they have heard from her, but it's been a minute.
I'm wondering what she does during this time. So yesterday, thanks to Tom. Tom's the absolute best. We got some plywood that he stole from wherever he stole it from.
Man.
Yeah. And they're not. It's not even really like plywood. It's like 2-inch thick, kind of. I don't even know what it's heavy, big. I mean, it's plywood, but it's big, thick plywood. And those guys were here for 8 hours yesterday, hanging 16 sheets of plywood on the back of the house. And so the back of the house is done. Amanda hit Publix one more time just to get some final stuff. I don't know. I feel like what am I missing?
I don't know, but can I tell you what people do not want?
What?
Healthy peanut butter.
Yeah.
I looked for peanut butter and it was like all gone, and all they had was
Jif.
Organic almond butter, and then
what they don't want.
Yeah.
Because that's what we buy.
Yeah.
And it's so expensive.
Well, organic almond butter, and then they had the other peanut butter, which I think is the same, and they just pour oil on top. Yeah. They had 2 of those, and I'm like, all right, I'll take it, whatever. Because peanut butter can get you through anything.
I told Amanda, I'm like, even when I'm starving, I'm not going to eat this. It's like a green bottle that I've never seen before. I'm like, come on, get some Skippy in this, baby.
Yeah, I did. Obviously, I got a bunch of canned stuff, soups, and ravioli and that type of stuff. But then I got a bunch of beef jerky, and
they say your
snacks.
Oven is the thing that kills the generator the most. Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, I don't plan on using the oven.
Yeah, no, either.
Microwave,
right? Yeah, just zap it.
I've got propane in I've got a grill to cook.
In the grill.
I have a grill too. So.
Propane was hard to find, but I was able to find it.
Tanks?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I had mine to swap out and get filled. I went to actually a filling station.
Yeah.
Right there on 41.
Yeah.
And that would they waited forever for that.
I plan on living on protein powder.
I have
and
protein
tuna.
powder. Yeah. I got protein powder.
I have a lot of tuna because my wife was like, "Can you stop and get tuna?" And I go, "I already left the thing." And she was like, "Oh man." And all right, my baby, I gotta get her some tuna. I get her a bunch of tuna. I come home. There's a bunch of tuna already in her. I go, and she goes, "I didn't see that." And I go, "We have so much tuna now."
See, the other thing that we got was canned chicken for our dogs.
Yeah,
because we just made a batch of food, but they are just crazy.
You're even feeding the dogs fresh food during the hurricane?
Yeah.
Really?
Because
all rules are off. I already cheated on my diet.
Right. But again, remember when you took your dogs from kibble to farm? If I go to kibble, no, it will probably clog them up, or you know what I mean. Like
clog them up's not a bad thing during the hurricane.
Yeah. or cheese,
or it could be something else, or it could be diarrhea, or it could make them vomit. So you know what I mean. Like you can't. That is something you can't really go back with them. Yeah. Once you start doing it, you got to stick with it.
We're not eating these little dirt nuggets anymore.
Right? Yeah.
We've been eating food this whole time.
I guarantee they wouldn't eat it. And I was telling Galvin, I made Chad go get him yogurt to make them lick bowls. Because 10 minutes of
what are you people doing?
But listen to this. Listen. There is a good reason.
Lick bowl, you said.
Yes. 10 minutes of licking is equal to about an hour of play.
This is what she tells Chad.
But hurricanes make him very horny.
Hurricane Chad blowing through.
I don't want to hear about that.
I do. Tell me slowly.
We got 3 lick bowls.
Yeah.
But so 10 minutes of licking is about an hour of playtime. So since they can't go outside, you take yogurt, you put it all around their food bowl, like icing, and then I'll put some honey and some berries, and then they just lick it for 10, 15 minutes, and that's like a play time for them.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So,
are you reading like the Psychology of Dogs book?
Yes, I love it. I'm so obsessed.
Yeah.
But they can't go outside, so this is a way to get their energy out. Chad goes out and gets them strawberry banana. He's like, I figured this way we wouldn't have to get fruit. You can't give your dogs that. It has to be plain Greek yogurt.
That's not real fruit.
Yes. And he's like, what? I thought they'd like it.
Yeah.
And you would like it too. I'm like,
they'll like it until they die 2 hours later.
Yeah, I wanted to
why can't you
hit
give
him
them that?
yesterday.
Because it's all
Sugar.
processed and
I know,
sugar
but
and
it's
everything.
just bad for them, or
it's bad.
Preservatives,
Yeah.
chemicals.
And it was really the sugar will hurt their stomach. Like that's the thing. That's why I give them honey to sweeten things up, but instead of the processed
it's
sugar.
The same thing as like whenever people go, I'm eating a salad. This is healthy, and meanwhile it has cheese and bacon and ranch dressing and everything else. Yeah, salad's healthy. Yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, is healthy and good for you. But once you have all the other BS in there and the fake processed stuff.
So I'm telling you, me and my dogs eat the same thing. So I ate a piece of pizza and split it with them yesterday.
Wait, no, that's not how
you're wondering why there's like
oh no, they don't. That doesn't make them poop. It's only, I'm telling you right now. So I can't eat anything without them both coming and putting their head on my shoulder or something like that. So they pretty much know whatever I'm eating, we're splitting.
Same.
So they ate a piece of pizza yesterday. They ate 2 cheese sticks. Yesterday, the best is Hazel eats the cheese stick out of my mouth. If I put it in my mouth, she just jumps up and grabs it from me.
I'm pretty sure my dog Cowboy has a death wish because whenever I get anything chocolate, chocolate cookie,
chocolate's so bad.
A chocolate cluster, we have this cookie dough, like raw cookie dough that's edible. Anytime I get any of these things, he is like up on my shoulder, like trying to lick it.
So, question: do you do what I do? Do you have the conversation? I'd like to give you this, but it's going to kill you if I give it to you. Oh, I talk to the dog all the time.
I get so mad at him. I'm like, Cowboy, stop trying to kill yourself.
Yeah. Oh,
but yeah, since I give them real food, they think anything I take out of the fridge is for them.
I just talk to my dogs. I go, what in our history makes you think you're getting any of this? Because I never feed my dogs human food ever.
Really?
Yeah, no.
And do they still bug you all the time? Or
They'll come over and look, and I go, and then just back them away, and they'll go and lay down, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll give them a toy or do something, whatever, to distract them. But yeah, I mean, they'll come over and smell, and especially whenever you open like beef jerky or make a steak or something, they're like, follow my nose.
Yeah.
See, I give them like raw big carrots for like chew toys, and so again, anytime I open the fridge and open that drawer, they're like, "That's for us, that's us, right?" I'm like,
it's like when you start getting undressed, Chad's like,
hurricane time.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The last 2 hurricanes, he's been
ready to go.
Yeah,
well, he's also a winning coach now.
Yes.
You two are like Bill Belichick and his young girlfriend.
Wait. Yeah. I was gonna kill him yesterday. Instead of hurricane prepping, he spent the whole morning planning and watching film and doing this. So I get home to a sink full of dishes and stuff outside that I have to put away. And I'm like, Chad.
Yeah, but and there's no game this week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to remind him. I'm like, so what did you do this morning? He's like, well, I did a lot of work. I was like, for who? For yourself or for this house? And he's like, well, I'm coaching now. I'm like, I roid raged out on him yesterday.
Hey, now you get 2 weeks to prepare. That's good.
Yeah, he's excited. But again, like I said, he did nothing for the household yesterday except for get the dog's yogurt that would make them poop their pants.
I told Joey, I said, I got mad at him because yesterday I told him, or the day before, to clean his weed den up. I could get all those chairs inside the house and blah, blah, blah. And then it was still there. And I yelled at him. I go, Joey, I'm out here busting my ass doing all these things, telling these guys to hang plywood.
I'm telling these guys what to do.
Stuff.
And what are you doing? And he's like, what? And I go, clean your weed den. He goes, you said I could do it today. And I go, yeah, go do it. He's so chill. It bugs the hell out of me.
Yeah, I don't have that. I have I don't know. It was just like, I'm an essential worker. I risked my life going across the bridge. Well, I was just making a point because he does this every hurricane.
You said that.
Yes.
Yeah, you deserve it. You're a unsung hero.
But I'm at work and all I did was, can you get yogurt and can you clean up the back porch? I had my suitcase out there from the cruise.
Right.
Just little things like that. Can you do this? And I get home and he's like, and the Brita isn't full. I have 1 cup of water. I'm like, what did you? He's like, well, I made coffee for me and my mom.
Oh yeah, she's living with you.
Yeah.
You guys still bang while she's there?
Yeah, but downstairs.
You bang downstairs?
Yeah,
she's upstairs.
She's upstairs.
I don't know what downstairs is. I know back door. What
No,
different.
So
lick bowl.
She's an older lady. She's 70 or gonna be 70 in a few years.
I'm going to be 70 in a couple of years. Let's not call her old.
So she doesn't do well with stairs, but the room that she stays in is upstairs, but she has her own bathroom and stuff. So really the only thing we have to do is bring her food, but she has a TV, basically a little mother-in-law suite, but it's upstairs. So she doesn't come out of her room because otherwise we have to lock the dogs and help her down the stairs. So when she comes over, she literally goes upstairs, goes in that room, and that's it.
Yeah, I think Dan might be coming over today.
Oh yeah,
his family. I guess they're over in a C, but I wouldn't take any chances
because we're at a lot of places. A lot of counties are just at B. There's a few that are in C. I know Manatee is.
I think those guys are getting hammered the most.
Right.
Those guys in Bradenton and
Like
Sarasota.
all my in-laws are going to be at my house.
That's so much fun.
There's going to be like 10 dogs in my house too.
Well, but are they all just roaming the house, or are they in their little cages?
No, some of them are going to be in kennels, and then others are not, just because some of them probably don't get along that great.
Yeah. Dan's got his dog, but that'll be fine. My dogs just love to play with another dog if they see him, but Dan can't. He's allergic to the cat.
Do you want me to take the cat? I will.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, just for this time, if you need me to.
Yeah.
But obviously,
it's so funny because I had that conversation with Juliana yesterday. We were driving and she said something about the cat, and I go, Carmen said she would take the cat, and she's like, no. And I go, what? Why not? I go, then if Carmen takes it, you could visit it whenever you want. She'll forget about it in like 2 weeks.
Bring it
and she's like, no, nobody's taking the cat.
Your dogs will get along with the cat?
My dogs are kind of scared of cats, so they'll be a little skittish, but yeah, they'd be fine. Because my neighbor has outdoor cats that she takes care of, and they hide under cars. But one of them scared Cowboy one time, so now they're always on the lookout for cats. So they wouldn't mess with her.
All right, I don't care if they eat her.
No, but I mean, if they did, I would obviously just put her up in our bedroom and shut the door, and then just do it that way. But at least that way you don't have to worry.
So excited.
You're locking mom up in the door. You're locking the cat
I
in
just
there.
lock everything.
And then just going downstairs to bang.
But the cat comes back and goes, those guys do something you guys don't do a lot.
Yeah.
I saw a meme yesterday. It's like, don't get carried away. I don't want to go to 26 baby showers in June.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're good. We're good. Even okay.
Whoa.
Hello?
So we cannot bang today and tomorrow.
Unclean time?
No,
Oh.
I've tracked my stuff, and today and tomorrow is my highest chance.
Oh, man.
Baby,
Hurricane Carmen.
baby. Oh.
No.
What if you have a baby? You have to name it Milton.
No.
Yeah. Milton Helene Chadwick Bozeman the third. Yes.
I like it.
Milton Helene Chatty Daddy the fifth.
We've been tracking, and I told him, I was like, we can't. And he's like, it's okay. I'll be extra careful. I'm like, I think that's how
Careful.
that works. That's how that works.
Ask Rough Shot Todd how that happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got a 5-year-old and he's 50. And they said they're never having kids. They travel the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we're good. We're good. We're good.
But Rough Shot Todd's firing them off
Yeah.
in all angles of life.
They're like, oh, no, we're never having kids. We're never. And then all out of nowhere.
Oh, man. I would love to have a kid. I just don't want to be the 80-year-old.
You can have baby Milton.
I would take back.
Trade the cat for the kid.
Oh,
Wait,
a little beautiful mixed baby.
I don't think that's fair.
Oh, that would a little light skinned black baby would be adorable.
Our baby would be really cute.
Well,
Oh, man.
Chad, it'd be.
Have you seen me as a baby?
It would have your blue eyes, Chad's light skin, and no eyebrows.
Yeah.
It'd be a weird
'cause
looking baby.
that's
Yeah.
Or no, just one eyebrow.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
I don't
true.
think
A little
that's
bit
how
of
that
each,
works.
Some of mom, some of dad. All right, let's take a break and get this show rolling. I don't know if you heard, but there's a hurricane coming, and we'll give you updates and news as it happens. I mean, how much more can you track it? We've been tracking it for the last 2 weeks. If there are any last-minute turns, which we should know here, coming up with the update from the Weather Center, we'll let you know. It looks like, I don't know, the last thing I heard was a little bit south and headed towards...
At 5 a.m., it nudged back north, and now they're expecting to be a 4, not a 3.
Oh,
That's as of 5 a.m.
Oh, I mean, when you said a 4, I went, oh, good from a 5.
Well, because they've been saying
it's
it'd probably be a 3, and now
Yeah.
they're expecting to be a 4, and it also ticked back north.
It ticked back north because
Yeah.
I thought it ticked back.
That's what I heard, but that was not at 5 o'clock.
That was last night.
This was the 5 a.m. update
Okay.
from the National Hurricane Center.
Yeah, so maybe we should talk a little bit more about that.
Well, I mean, it's still going to be in the Sarasota Bradenton area.
Corey, can you pull up Fox 13 real quick?
Yeah.
Because they're doing an update right now.
Couple of things to note. Number one, it's still a Category 5 hurricane. I think it has reached its max intensity, though, because I can look at the center of the storm and you can see the eye disappearing, as I believe it's undergoing another eye wall replacement cycle. So what that will happen with that is as that eye collapses upon itself, it's going to weaken. It's going to probably drop at least 20 miles per hour in wind. And you go, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, okay, on one hand it is good, but these storms don't lose energy. Okay, they just transfer their energy. So what it's going to do is transfer that wind and that energy into making the wind field larger. So the tropical storm force winds, the hurricane force winds will go out a further distance. That's what it's doing with this eye wall replacement cycle. It's going to transfer some of that energy. As far as the computer models go, as they've been locked into the west coast of Florida for days, they are all now between really Pinellas County and Sarasota County. That's where the model consensus line is. That's where the forecast track is. Now, what the Hurricane Center is going to do between now and landfall is very, very minor tweaks. 10 miles here, 10 miles there. It will stay within that cone. So from Pinellas to Sarasota, southern Sarasota still has that chance for a landfall, but we're honing it in mostly between Bradenton and Sarasota right now. So that's obviously a huge impact. This is the deal real quick. I'm going to give it back to you guys, and we'll go into more details in a few minutes.
All right, there you go. That's good for now. We will continually check in with Dave Osterberg of Fox 13 during the morning and Paul Delgado during the day. We'll take a break. We come back. We got Sporkle next on 102.5 The Bone. And there are lines open, which never happens. So one of two things is happening. Either our phone lines aren't working well, or people are just not working today and everybody's home sleeping, which I would be too. Yeah. I get it. I'm not mad at you.
And one thing Corey said could be they're using the wrong number. We're down to one number.
That's true.
And we keep giving out the wrong one.
800, the 800 numbers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 800-771-1025. Shut up, Gal. What if I do it? You did it too. 800-771-1025. That's the only number we have. So now are they going to fix the other number? Or we only have one number?
We're one number only.
Yeah, that number's gone.
For life.
Why, I wonder?
I think it's a new provider.
Yeah.
And it's only the 800 number?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 800-771-1025.
It should be 800-666-BONE.
Wait, why?
Dangerous.
Yeah.
I think it bothers the news anchors on Fox 13 when they're like, and don't forget, you can listen to our weather partners, the radio stations that'll be playing our news or whatever. You could always listen online in emergencies. And they're like, it's available at 102.5 The Bone.
Yeah.
And 97X, which is a real radio station. And 101.5 The Vibe. So,
but is it because the bone?
Yeah, I think I feel like silly saying it.
It's like cowhead.
Yeah.
Like you're just.
It's like I'm used to saying it, but it's so stupid. Yeah.
They should have changed it.
The Bone?
They did,
to what?
though.
I don't know what. When it went all talk, they should have changed it.
So you want to know? You want to hear something funny?
It was your idea to keep it.
Yeah.
No.
He makes all the decisions.
Yeah.
I joked about the Bone when they first launched the station. I thought it was stupid. They were going to change the name of the station to when it went all talk. I forgot what it was, but I got wind of what it was, and I bought all the domains out before. And I forgot what it was. Yeah. Because they were like, we're not changing anything. We're not doing. And then I saw some logos with the new name on it, and I went and bought all those domains up.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll hold this over their heads forever.
Sometimes when I'm reaching out to guests, I never say it's the Bone.
No.
Because it just sounds very
It's the Mike Calta Show.
Yeah.
I just sound like a normal dude.
Yep.
So a lot of the times, one way or the other, either they have the call letters and they get the name or the name and the call letters, whatever. But like our call letters are WHTP. HPT.
Yeah.
I still don't even know the phone numbers. I don't know the call letters. WHPT. What would be a play off of that? HPT. Like what would be?
Well, it used to be the point.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying like what would be good for all talk and be that.
I wish I could remember what the other name was the domains that I bought. It was
wasn't it Raw Talk or something like that?
No, it was something completely different. Like I forgot. I totally forgot. Tony will remember. I know that. Tony will know.
Bought the domain.
I bought the domain.
Like, God, we can't do it now.
Do you know that? I've told the story before. My old agent Ross Rebag owned the name of whatever the stadium where the Bills play. What is that thing? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Let's just say Bob Miller Stadium.
Yeah.
So he owned BobMillerStadium.com, and they called him up and they're like, "Hey, we want to buy this from you." And he goes, "Not for sale." And they were like, "Everything's for sale. What do you want for it?" And he was like, "I don't want money for it." And they were like, "Well, why did you buy it?" And he goes, "Because I want it." And they were like, "Well, we would need it, and we're going to sue you for it." He goes, "Go ahead. I'm using it. I know what my rights are." And he goes, "I'll think about it. I'll get back to you." And then he calls them back and he says, "I want to play quarterback in a preseason game for one down." And they were like, "Well, that's not going to happen." And he goes, "Why? Why wouldn't it happen?
Yeah.
Think of all the press that you would get out of it. And it's a preseason game. It doesn't matter for anything. It's one down. What's the difference? He goes, but from now, I'll be able to say I play quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, and it won't cost you guys anything. And they said no. And
he
but I thought
owned
that was
the
genius.
domain name and had one dream.
Yeah.
By the way, it's Highmark Stadium.
How did he?
Hi, Mark.
No, not back then. It wasn't.
Oh, back.
Yeah,
His name was Mark. Hi, Mark.
and he never gave it to him either.
Yeah.
He still
So
had
they
it.
just changed the name, basically?
No, they just had to get a different domain name. They had to
Okay.
get highmarkfootballstadium.com.
And that person was Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing Cody
My
Tucker.
old age, Josh Allen.
Rich Stadium?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was
It's
somebody's
Rich
name.
Stadium, yeah. That was in the 90s. It was Rich Stadium.
Yeah. Well, that was probably it. All right, let's give some stuff away, Carmen. What do we have?
So we have tickets for Lightning versus Minnesota Wild.
Which is December, so you could probably go.
It's October.
October.
24th.
Wow.
I messed that up yesterday. Experience Hendrix, which has a bunch of people. TSO, Reggae Rise Up, Thomas Rhett, and the Mike Calta Tailgate.
All right, you'll have your choice of tickets with a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Oh, and the judge?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
boy.
be patient,
Double
please.
duty action.
And scorekeeper?
Can you keep score or do you need me to?
I keep my score always.
I keep my score, too.
I don't keep my score.
Okay.
Corey said he'd keep score.
All right.
Okay.
All
Also
right, Corey, we'll
integrity.
check in with you.
Please.
Okay.
Okay.
Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay. Today we are playing 2 movies, 1 actor.
All right.
Can you name the actor or actress who starred in the 2 movies given?
All right.
I can.
And
Okay.
we can just give their last name?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeopardy rules.
Always been a thing. Your first one, Bridesmaids, The Little Mermaid.
McCarthy.
Galvin. Bullet Train, 7. Galvin. I don't need to do this. Sorry. Okay. Caddyshack,
Chase.
Groundhog Day.
Bill Murray.
Mike Calta. Calendar Girls, State of Play.
Mira.
Galvin.
Mirren.
Yes.
Well,
No, yeah, I corrected myself.
he corrected
No,
himself.
I'm gonna try it.
Galvin.
All right.
Gio? Any?
What?
Okay, exactly.
Listen, I enjoy having 2 guesses.
Yep. You can get 2 guesses.
Coyote Ugly, World Trade Center.
Oh, what's her dumb face name?
Coyote Ugly, World Trade Center.
Peebo. Damn it.
Piper Parabo.
That's her name in the show, in the movie.
Is it?
no, that's her real no. That's her real name.
Yeah, that's her real name.
Maria Bello.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that's a different girl. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking that one too.
The main girl, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not star, it was in the movie. It's not necessarily the main star.
Yeah.
Well, she was a star.
Well, Bill Murray's not the star.
Maria
Caddyshack.
Bello was a star.
Main character.
The main character
No,
was...
not the main character, but she was a star of the movie. Like she
No, but
I
I'm
never
saying like
said
the
anything.
star,
Right,
the main
right.
character is what I was thinking.
Right.
So in the movie, just in the movie. All right.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right.
Yes. Okay. Whew. Hairspray, Mad Money.
Deb. No.
Travolta.
Hairspray, Mad Money.
I got nothing.
Queen Latifah.
Oh, the Equalizer.
Yeah, should have said Equalizer.
That's a show. Mean Girls, The Hot Chick.
Lohan. Oh.
Mean Girls, The Hot Chick.
McAdams.
Yes.
Jeez, I could not think of it.
Galvin and
Oh,
Corey.
Wow.
I
We're-
need a McAdams right now.
Oh,
Double McAdams.
yeah.
We're halfway there.
Extra sauce.
A big
In last
McAdams.
place with 0, Gio.
Ooh.
All right,
Mike's in second with 1, and Galvin is in the lead with 4.
Oh, I only have one.
What?
Corey.
Oh, wait,
Here we go.
what?
I'm still looking at my Venmo, Mike.
I got you.
refresh on the phone.
All right. 2 movies, 1 actor. Your next one, Must Love Dogs, Moonlight, and Valentino.
Tom Hanks.
Love Dogs, Moonlight, and Valentino.
Lane.
Elizabeth Perkins.
Oh, I thought it was Diane. What's
No
her name?
points. Notting Hill,
Grant.
Ocean's 11.
Roberts.
Yes. You, Gio.
Thank you.
Premonition, A Time to Kill.
McConaughey.
Jackson.
Premonition and A Time to Kill.
Premonition, A Time to Kill.
Matt Damon.
No.
Sutherland?
Sandra Bullock.
Oh.
That's who I was looking for.
I don't like the way you say that.
Yeah.
What?
The Bullock. Not
Sandra
Bullock.
Bullock.
You're right. Pretty Woman, Princess
Gear.
Diaries.
Oh.
Pretty Woman, Princess Diaries.
Jason Alexander.
Nah, the other whore. What's her name?
I know it. Diacomo or something like that?
Hector
Giacomo. Oh, the Hector. The other dude.
Elizondo.
Who was that?
The guy in the store.
hotel.
In the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
This is my hotel.
Red Dawn, Roadhouse.
Swayze.
Galvin. My Cousin Vinny, In the Bedroom.
Tomei.
Mike Calta and Pap or
Nope.
Corey. We are on the last three.
Gio is still in last place with 1.
Thank you.
Mike is in second with 2. And Galvin is in the lead with 5.
I gotta get all 3 of these.
Update.
2 movies, one
Activated.
one actor. Last 3. Here we go. School Ties, Dogma.
Frasier.
Damon.
Galvin. Signs, Walk the Line.
Phoenix.
Galvin.
He was,
And
he was in both of them.
was he?
We got that?
Thank you.
Confirmed? All right.
And your last one. Spaceballs, The Flintstones.
Moranis.
Geo.
2.
Activated.
Wow.
Boom. Close the door.
Final score?
Final score, Gio and Mike were tied with 2.
Oh, we're the same.
Galvin was victorious with 7.
Broke my streak again.
Yeah. What do you have?
1.
Oh, that's not straight.
Geo, year-to-date totals?
The year-to-date totals, Carmen. I have 54.
Nope.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
5 or 4.
I have 12. Galvin has 60. Mike has 88.
Oh. Galvin, pick a line.
I'm going to go with line 1.
Line 1. Good morning. Oh, hold on. There you go. Good morning. Who's this?
It's Ernie.
Ernie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Where are you calling from, Ernie?
I'm right now driving in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, you got the hell out of there, huh?
Oh yeah, I got out of there on Sunday.
What area did you leave from?
I was in Winter Haven.
Yeah. Well, hey, look. Be safe. What are you doing over there in Louisville? Do you know people over there, or where are you going?
No, I'm a truck driver, so I took a nice. I was local, so I took a nice OTR trip to get out of there.
Nice. All
Nice.
right.
Go to 4th Street Live. A lot of good stuff down there.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't
Bands
think
and
he's
bars
partying in Louisville.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he is. I'm going to put you on hold for a second. Corey will get you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize. Okay?
Yes, sir.
right.
I just want to tell you, I hope you guys are all safe down there, man. I'm praying for you guys.
Thank you,
Thanks,
brother.
buddy.
Same to you, pal. Galvin.
Yes.
Pick another line. We got a lot of things to give away, and we're going to chances are we won't be on the air on Friday.
Sure. All right. I'll go line 5.
Line 5 is the only line that's not lit up.
Line 4.
Line 4. Okay. Good morning. Who is this?
What's up, guys? It's Steve in Venice.
Venice. Now, how are you guys feeling about what's headed your way? I mean, like as far as Venice goes.
I think there's going to be a surge. The only thing I've noticed is the hurricane is a quarter the size of Ian. So that's a good thing, and it's going to come through fast. If you're hunkered down and know the routine, to be safe. If you left, good for you.
Yeah. Well, all right. Hold on, sir. Corey will get you during the break as well. We'll hook you up with a prize. Thank you for getting up early and listening this morning. We'll talk more about the hurricane. We got news. What do we have coming up in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, don't want to do that. Slip and sleep and Aaron in charge.
Oh, okay.
Not like Charles in charge. Aaron in charge. Yeah.
I don't know this, but I want to know.
You do.
Galvin has your news. We'll take a quick break, come back, and dive right into that next on 102.5 The Bone. We all just discovered something separately, but at the same time. So I'm on my phone, and I'm checking my Instagram or whatever, and I see this video of Scott from one of our sister stations. We refer to him as Open Mouth Sally here on the show. He is, what is his station on, Magic?
Yes.
And he is a young kid. He's in his 20s, and he runs marathons and stuff. Like, he's in good shape, and he's supposedly straight. and he got a girlfriend and stuff, and he's making these videos. He's sitting in a hotel room somewhere. Evidently, he evacuated.
Yep.
And he's using a laptop and a microphone to do his shifts on Magic. And he just put out this video, and it's him like teary-eyed but smiling. And the text come up, and it's like, "I'm giving you guys updates every hour," and blah blah blah. It's just the gayest thing ever. And I'm sorry I'm saying gay because it's not homosexual. It's just literally gay. There's no
other word for
it. It's like happy and annoying at the same time, and
very dramatic. He's got the microphone. He pats it to his chest.
Yeah, like all I can imagine is just blessed.
Yeah. But I want to know who that's appealing to. Like, if my wife is in that demo for that radio station, if she saw that, she'd be like, vomit.
Did you want me to read what it says on there?
It makes me mad.
Right.
So I don't know what the effect is supposed to be, but it makes me mad.
I love it.
And we all looked at it. We all found it at the same time. We're all like, Gio's laughing. I'm like, what is this? Galvin's getting mad.
It says, "Today is the day. As I'm trying to bring you as many hurricane updates on the air, I'm keeping you, your loved ones, and our beautiful Tampa Bay, the place we all call home, close to my heart.
Oh, my God.
Be safe."
That's all it should have said was be safe.
Yeah.
What? Read it again. The beginning part, because I forgot already.
Today is the day.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to bring you as many hurricane updates on the air.
That's what I want to know. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing by telling us it's still coming? It's still coming. It's still coming.
You.
Yeah.
I'm keeping you, your loved ones, and our beautiful Tampa Bay, the place we all call home, close to my heart.
Garbage.
Be safe.
And that's why you got.
That's why he pats the mic on his heart. That's like,
also that's why you left. You son of a bitch. Right? Yeah. He puts the microphone down and sits down the video recording and stuff and goes, "Idiots."
Listen, this guy's a hero. I think it's great.
In his defense, he could be somewhere in downtown. Well, no, maybe not downtown.
Regardless, he's still an idiot.
I love this.
It's so terrible.
That's the best thing I've seen all day.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What is your life and just everything about it?
I think people love this stuff, though.
Who? That's what I want to know. Who is that group?
I love it.
How many followers does he have?
23,000.
Oh, hold on. I got to go back.
The first thing I looked at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he gets a lot of engagement in his posts and stuff.
Does he?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
A lot of engagement. Queer.
I said the last one had 60,000 views and a ton of comments.
60,000?
Yeah.
From doing that?
The video prior to
What is the video prior?
It's him talking about evacuating.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Listen, this is like what's her face when you get in the algorithm. No, the porn star we had on, Allie Ray or whatever.
She was a porn star.
Yeah.
Well, that girl.
I mean, you want to get in the algorithm, you know?
I'll tell you, I watched a couple more of her videos. What she really has done, her confidence level is so high that it makes her 10 times sexier.
I think I inspired her.
You might.
When I said she was a garbage person and she didn't really deserve to live here.
I love her.
Rude. Yeah. I would trade Open Mouth Sally for her in a heartbeat.
I would rather have Open Mouth Sally in my algorithm.
All I know is she flew with her, and it appears to be her son or her husband or boyfriend, whatever. I don't know what they flew to London to go to the Vikings game.
Yeah.
And they flew in business class, which probably cost them about $30,000. So she's killing it with her OnlyFans.
I'm sure.
Her little garbage things that you said, whatever she's doing, she's cleaning up right now. That must be so great. I wish my wife would fling her boobies out every once in a while for OnlyFans.
Do you really though?
No, but I wish we had that money. I wish we had that money.
Yeah.
But you know what's so funny is I don't, because we have kids and because I don't want people looking at my wife. But I know people who do that, and I'm like, they're pretty normal people. You know, like I'm not like gross. That's a girl who does the OnlyFans.
But if you think about how much that goes into it, because on top of it's not just making the videos. Now you have to either do it yourself or hire someone, but like to actually communicate and message.
Oh yeah,
because that's part of it. Where they actually have companies that do it. So
really?
Sorry for all you guys thinking you're actually messaging these girls. Most of the time, it's a company that's answering the emails and stuff like that.
Damn it!
But
you know me, I love naked girls.
Yeah.
But I can't. It's just so like I joined OnlyFans at one time that we were talking about it like months ago, and for 1 week.
Yeah.
And I joined that hot girl, Brittany, that fishes.
Yep.
And then
that other girl that does stuff in the woods.
Yeah.
And then the other girl that stretches and bends.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Flexi Rachy. Yeah. I joined like 5 of them.
Yeah, I think you've joined.
No, but I did it. I did it all that week, and then I let them all go after a month or so, and I never went back.
I bet they're still charging you. Don't even know it.
They may be.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm saying like
baking cakes or something too.
Not for me. No.
I knew a girl that I texted and I said, "Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this," or something like that. Like I can't believe what I found. Whatever, and she goes, "Oh my God, you didn't find my OnlyFans, did you?" And I go, "No, I was talking about something else." I go, "What is your OnlyFans?"
Was that real?
Oh yeah, she totally gave it up.
Who was it? Somebody I know?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. Yeah. Chad found something on Discord, or one of his buddies sent it to him, where you can find all the OnlyFans for free.
Oh yeah. So on Reddit they have that a lot, and then they'll have a link to Discord a lot. But I don't have Discord, and they take it down. But you can find a lot of those girls on the on Reddit.
Some of them are good though. They pay companies to go through and put copyright strikes and scrub the internet.
Sure.
That stuff.
Yeah, some of the bigger ones that have that kind of but the ones that are just kind of out there, they're out there.
But I mean, but those girls work. You know what I mean? It's not just taking some nude photos.
Oh no.
Yeah, the ones that are making money, it's just like anything else. It's just like doing sales.
Yeah.
You can do sales and just go and get the bare minimum, or you can get out there and hustle and make a ton of money.
Right.
Yeah.
You're selling yourself.
Yeah.
We still need to find the one or like these are our 3 OnlyFans girls, like ones that are part of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's great that girls get to do that and make money off it, and guys are enjoying watching it. So, would you join OnlyFans if it was dudes?
No.
Right? Girls aren't into that.
But it depends on the girl, though, because some girls are. Some girls want to see that stuff. Some girls want to see guys doing stuff together. It all depends on the girl. Like Karen's like, no, I don't need to see that.
But also, my thing is, porn is free. Pornhub is great.
It's different.
Yeah, I get it, but
I'm not watching it for Pornhub. I'm watching it to the chance I might know that girl.
Right, that's a big thing. What if there's a guy that we know that you're like,
what Scott? What Scott was doing?
If it was a guy that we know, and you're like, yeah, he's kind of hot. I wouldn't mind seeing what he's got going on.
Yeah, that doesn't interest me. It's more of like if Mike was doing it, I would just want to prove. I would just want to prove that he's doing it. It's more so of a fact of like actually seeing it, because I don't believe it.
Nah.
You know what I mean? But I don't care what it looks like.
Like Brittany, I know her from Instagram, and she interacts with the show.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, she was doing naked stuff, and I'm like, oh, I want to see that.
Right.
But then all of a sudden, you saw it, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I mean, she's hot and all that. It wasn't her. I'm just saying, I get used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Once you see it, like that's the thing. Once I see it once, if I can find it on Reddit, that's cool. That's all. I just need one photo. That's it.
Also, the weird thing is whenever you meet somebody that you don't know, but you know them from social media, it's kind of a celebrity thing.
Yeah.
Like both ways, whatever.
Starstruck.
Chris Godwin's wife, who does stuff down at the Humane Society.
The DeBartolo Humane Society of Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I met her, and like we saw each other, and I go, "How you doing?" And she goes, "Good." And I go, we both kind of like looked at each other, and we go, we know each other from Instagram. And she's like, "Yeah, blah blah blah." And then we talked, whatever. And I was like, "Oh yeah." It's just weird to meet somebody.
And she has an OnlyFans?
No,
I'm
she
kidding,
did not.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding,
I did not put that out there. That was my.
I would pay for that one.
Chris is gonna kill you.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I'd kill Chris Godwin.
By the way, you know what's so funny is that I met Chris because he was down there doing a thing where he was referee for like the Puppy Bowl or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's not a big guy.
No,
he can whoop my ass, I guarantee. And he's a professional athlete and all that stuff. But for some reason, you think athlete and you always think big and say, he's a wide receiver. So he's fast and, quick and doing all this stuff.
When I first met Baker, I was like, he's not really a big guy at all.
No,
you wouldn't think this guy
what is he, 6 foot? 6'1"?
Probably, yeah.
When you watch him throw those footballs in the Gus Swayze stuff, you realize just what a monster he is.
If you just saw him, you would never think this guy is a pro quarterback in the NFL.
But the thing, did you look at his hands?
That's the thing. Yeah, they have huge hands.
Even though he's 6 foot, but if you look at his hands, I bet they look like a giant's hands.
He is an undersized, he's considered undersized quarterback.
Yeah.
But,
I say it all the time. Brianna Stewart, who plays for the Liberty, she is 6'4", 6'4", I think, and she has the wingspan of a person that's like 7'1" or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's wild.
Then when Brady walked in the room, I'm like, now that's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, he was tall, handsome.
I was so blown away by his height when he walked.
Yeah.
He's so tall.
Dude, when I got to, like I'm 6'4", I'm tall, but like even like Batista, I think is 6'5", and it's so much bigger for some reason,
because he's wide. He's like a mountain move.
Whenever we had the Super Bowl here, the Steelers played, and I got to go on the field and stuff, and I was standing next to Heath Miller, and I was like, God damn, just big dudes, man.
You went on the field for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, well, I went for the media day. We went down.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Are we going to the Super Bowl this year?
No.
No.
I don't even know where it is.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
All right, I'll go.
All right.
It's worth going there, even if you don't have tickets to the game, just to be in the streets of New Orleans for the Super Bowl time. It's so much fun. I would definitely do that. I would go for but we'd have to have a plan of like where we go watch the game and stuff.
Oh, I mean, there's a million. If you're on Bourbon Street, there's every bar's got a TV.
I know, but I mean, it's the Super Bowl. I want to pay attention to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be so much fun.
That'd be amazing.
We went and we went last minute when the Packers played the Bills, and we stayed in a tour bus and we just parked it on the side of the street.
Does Harrah's there have a sports book?
Probably.
Yeah, I was the same.
Probably.
But it'll be packed. But
That's where Joe almost got kicked out of because they thought he was on cocaine.
Thought.
Yeah. Well, no, he wasn't. We had gone to Cafe Du Monde, and he had the powdered sugar all over his shirt. And he was so drunk, he was he was taking the dice and he was throwing them off the table. And the woman, the pit boss, like, sorry, he's like, if he does that again, he goes, "You guys are out of here." I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
I
don't know that guy.
Yeah, I could not imagine being in a casino with Joe.
He picked up the dice and just goes, "Ah!" And he went over the table.
Drunk Joe is fun in a lot of situations, not in a casino.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of strict rules and a lot of money and a lot of you don't mess with this.
We tried to tell Joe the casino was closed because he was like, "We're going to the casino. We're going to the casino." We're like, "Joe, the casino's," because we knew we had to go back to the hotel. We're like, "Joe, the casino is closed, man." "No, it's not. We're going to the casino." And he runs up the stairs and opens the door, and the door will son of a bitch. And then he runs in.
Do you think about the dynamic now with Spanish gone and it just being you and Joe? You're the son now. Yeah, you're the father-son combination.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah.
A triumvirate was great, but a duo, you're an odd duo.
I was going to say there's a lot of stuff missing from over here.
Yeah.
Did Joe do that, I'm assuming?
During the cleanup a little bit yesterday.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. This says this is from September 2022. Harrah's New Orleans opens brand new 5,700 square foot Caesars Sportsbook.
That's where we watch the game. Then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but good luck getting in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's a nice little casino.
Just get a room there. Book it now.
Yeah, I'm saying if they have anything available now, because even now they know the dates of the Super.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to sneak in and order. Give a room in February.
We didn't know.
Yeah, I had no idea. But I would do that. That's a fun trip, man.
Yeah.
Hello, no big deal. We'd like to book a room for February 5th or whatever.
We applied for Radio Row, so we'll find out.
I saw a guy set himself on fire during Super Bowl week there. We were eating crawfish in it was like an alley kind of restaurant, outside, and they had those giant heat lamps. And this drunk guy fell over and knocked one of those heat lamps over, and the fire caught his jeans and set his jeans on fire. And I was mad because he knocked my crawfish over.
Do you think
I'm not putting him out.
Do you think he was lying right before that?
Oh no.
Yeah, go figure it out.
His pants were on fire. I was like, lying? Oh, that's funny.
I love New Orleans. We gotta
go. Listen, I'm down.
Yeah.
But we got to plan this. We can't just say we're going to go and then don't go.
We already applied for Radio Row.
So then let's plan on being there.
If that happens, which I'm sure it will.
If it happens, I'm there. Can you imagine if the Bucks went and in New Orleans? That would be so insane.
Fantastic.
See if the guy that has the big the truck with the TV screens on the sides and stuff for the tailgate. See if you can rent him for that weekend.
Yeah.
Drive down there and just set up at a campground.
I think the toughest thing is me finding a place to stay.
Yeah, but no. I mean, like Galvin said, if we go stay like at Harrah's, we just pay overpriced for a room.
Yeah, or Airbnb or something. If like Mike said, obviously everybody knows when the Super Bowl is, even though we don't know the exact date. Try and get in there and do it now.
Because it's been announced for like almost a year now that it's going to be New Orleans.
I mean, oh man.
February 9th.
February 9th. Hold on, let's look.
Gotcha.
Harrah's.
Do they have a hotel there at the casino? I don't remember that.
Know.
I remember it just being a casino. There's no hotel.
All right, hold on. I got a better idea.
Because it's like right in the middle of the city.
Caesars. So it's not even Harrah's anymore. It's Caesars now, I guess.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, last time I was there was Harrah's.
Caesars New Orleans, formerly known Harrah's New Orleans, whatever it says. Caesars New Orleans Hotel and Casino.
All right.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
It is a 1,015 square foot or 115,000 square foot casino.
What's the date, Carmen?
February 9th.
So it'd be the whole week before that.
Okay, so let's say the 2nd to the 10th.
Oh man,
right?
They're partying.
That's the week.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to be on Radio Row, yeah.
Yeah. 2 travelers, 1 room. That'll work.
I mean, you could probably get there on the 4th.
Oh, just 2 are going?
Tuesday.
Well, the Eleanor has a room for $2,550 a night. Oh, right here. The Plaza Suites downtown, $377 a night. Chateau Hotel, New Orleans Courtyard. Yeah, there's a bunch of rooms.
All right.
We should just get a suite and share it.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're not going.
What?
I mean, that's me.
Hey, I mean, it's a guy's trip, Carmen.
guys'
I mean,
I'm one of the guys.
Listen.
Come on. I'm fun.
Yeah. If you were fun if like when we all go out and get drunk, you gave HJs when we got back.
Wait a minute.
Then you'd
What
be
is
like,
that?
she's fun. We should take her with us.
What is going on?
Yeah.
This is crap.
I'm just saying.
This is crap.
Yeah.
Have you been in New Orleans before?
Once.
Yeah.
And it was not a great experience.
Oh, man.
But I bet you get a lot of beads.
No.
Yeah.
No. 'Cause-
A little drinking. Woo.
yeah, no. Drinking and fighting.
Oh, no. I mean now.
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'd be like, Carmen, come on. Nobody knows you out here. Just whip them out. Get us some beads.
That's
Do
the
it.
craziest thing is you see these girls do that, and there are a million cameras.
Yeah.
Crazy. Everybody has their cell phone out.
I don't think you were on the show one time. I was talking to, we were interviewing Drew Carey. And I told Drew Carey, I go, we met once. And he's like, you did? I go, yeah, I was on the streets in New Orleans during the Super Bowl. And I was walking down the street, and you're moving at a very slow pace because there's a huge crowd going down there. And Drew Carey was up on a balcony, and I was like, how could we get up to get in there with Drew Carey? That would be so cool, And the power went out in the whole area of where downtown there where we were. And the only lights we had were people had video camera lights, not even cell phones at the time, because cell phones didn't have lights. And you really couldn't see. But once the lights went out, we snuck into the place where Drew Carey was, and we went upstairs. Next thing you know, we're partying with Drew Carey. And he's like, I remember that. He goes, do you remember there was some girls up there with us? I said, yeah. And he goes, I took a picture with one of those girls who had her boobs out, and then the Inquirer took it and put it on the front page of the paper, and that girl ended up losing her job. I said, she got canceled before anybody was getting canceled.
If that was one of my daughters on Bourbon Street with her ninnies out, oh my gosh.
Do you know that's how I'd
want to kill myself.
That's one of the reasons why I married my wife.
Yeah.
Is because she had her ninnies out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
When we were dating, in the early stages of dating, her and her friend wanted to go to New Orleans, and I was like, why? Too many people, it's gross. And they're like, yeah, but it'd be fun or whatever. And I go, and you're showing your boobs for beads, and they both were like, gross. We would never do that. And I went, oh,
yeah,
that's my wife.
They're just these college girls, and there's just so many cameras. Everybody's.
I love the girls who do it. I don't want to marry the girls.
Yeah, but that's what the shirt over the face is for.
No, they didn't do this. So, yeah.
A lot of them are proud.
We were there. It was St. Patrick's Day. We walked on Bourbon Street. Within 30 seconds, there were chicks with,
Yeah, it's the there's the young, old, all of them. They're all doing, and I'm not judging you. It would make me uncomfortable if it was my wife.
It's just that lasts forever.
Yeah, I take my wiener out.
Yeah.
Worst person out there, fat guy that shows his boobs.
Yeah,
it's not funny anymore.
Yeah. Stop it.
We all knew what it looked like.
This
before.
is great. Book it.
We're going.
Dude, I would like to book it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rooms.
Book it now.
Oh, the Quality Inn in Slidell is only $78 a night.
Where the hell Slidell?
It's right outside. I know where it is because when I got lost, I passed it. It's one exit away.
All right.
I drive in and out from Slidell every day.
All right. I'm in. I would love to go.
Sounds like it's going to be fun. Oh, you know what? We haven't even started it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, let's check in with Calvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Who just sent me that? The picture of Scott live from his bunker. Did you send that? It made me mad now, like Calvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the new text chain?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got a new text chain?
But we don't need it. That's
For what? That was the one from before the other day.
Okay.
What are you saying?
What's the matter?
I'm confused.
No, so because you sent this one, but we have this one.
Yeah.
I'm lost in checks. I don't know which one's which.
Okay. I'm just making sure that we're all on the same. Like we're all texting.
Well, there's the one without you that we
right
here.
So, but
just the boys.
But again, you sent it to the one with me in it because I did get the Scott one that you.
Yeah, I was trying to send it to you.
Yeah, but then the other one still has the same name, but it's changed.
And that's we're using that one, right?
Right. Yeah.
The one that's named.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we're all getting the same one because that's the one I have pinned. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
So this one's no good.
Yeah.
It's this, but it's the exact same.
Oh, but okay. I see
the
what
other
you're
one's
saying.
already.
Yeah.
What we're trying to say is you took Spanish out of the group text.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No, we have to.
Oh,
I
did.
For his own
you really?
purposes.
Yeah, I took him out of the other one. I mean,
Yeah, that's
He doesn't
Why
want to
would-
get all our texts.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
We had to. By the way, Slidell is like about 30 miles from New Orleans.
Oh, yeah. We don't want
No.
Yeah. Good luck.
Listen, I'll sleep on the street. I don't care.
Oh, jeez. Get it.
Well, hey, you know what I found out about Jim Cantor yesterday?
What?
He's a tiny little bitch.
very short.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a guy you don't want. I'm like a strong wind will pick him up and toss him.
Yeah.
No, he's still like a brick house.
Yeah, he's built well, but he's a tiny
He's a
little.
tiny-
I saw him standing next to the mayor, and he was like, "I'm Jim
Up to her
Cantor."
like shoulder.
Yeah, that's radio. How you stay small in radio? I'm Jim Cantor.
Yeah.
little voice. Yeah. What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. Listen, you're probably not going to stop in there today, but when everything clears away and stuff, if you need some rain boots, you need some work boots or something like that, they have those there. They also have Hey Dudes, they have Nikes, they have all the different styles and brands that you're looking for. So whatever you need, you can stop into a Pelt Shoes. Excuse me. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. So stop into a Pelts when everything clears away, and make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. Hurricane Milton, if you have not heard, currently churning in the Gulf of Mexico as a major storm, is expected to make landfall somewhere along Florida's west coast today, late or in the morning. Milton has fluctuated in intensity over the past few days, rapidly becoming a monster Category 5 storm in mere hours on Monday. After a brief weakening for eyewall replacement, the National Hurricane Center said Milton regained its Category 5 status Tuesday, which is still holding after hours of travel. So it's a 5. They're expecting it to hit at a 4, and then we'll see what happens from there.
And they're expecting it to hit Sarasota, Bradenton, or is that still up to debate?
I don't.
Up to debate?
Up to debate.
Up to debate, you said.
I know.
Yeah, I think it's
still anywhere in that cone.
Right, yeah. So
Okay.
it's still, whether it goes south or a little bit north or whatever, it still has time to move a little bit.
What are you most afraid of?
Wind damage, stuff being blown and, smashing into anything.
I mean, I'm only concerned with that. Like in my head, I'm like, I got my back windows are blocked up, my front windows are open, but I'm worried about my roof blowing off. Not that it should. I got a pretty new roof. It's only a couple years old.
Yeah.
And but who knows?
Roof, that kind of damage, your cars, if something happens,
I
I
would
care about my car. You
I-
think my Chevrolet
Right,
car.
yeah.
I'm
You
just
don't
kidding.
care. You
Just
smash it
kidding,
all the
Steve.
time.
I do not.
All
I do
the
not.
time.
Not on
All the
purpose. Not on purpose.
See, I would say flood because even though I'm not in a projected flood zone,
Right.
like I'm still in E, like it still technically could happen because they're saying
Well, the rain.
they're saying the rain, but also the debris is going to clog up.
Yeah.
They're just going to wash down and then clog it up, and then so it's going to be flood zones in places that we don't really expect it.
My wife said to me yesterday, "Do you think we should get some sandbags?" I said, "For what?" For what? And she goes, "I know we're not in a flood zone, but it doesn't matter. What do you think? You're gonna have a dozen sandbags? You think that's gonna do anything? Even it doesn't do anything. You have to cover the area in plastic first, and then put the sandbags on top of that to keep it in place. That's what stops water. Other than that, you just have a couple of sandbags sitting outside your house just to look cool.
I saw stories yesterday, people stealing sandbags off people's porches.
Really?
Come on.
Yeah.
That's
Like they're on ring cameras, like stealing sandbags off
because the
people's
people
porches.
like left,
Yeah.
like they evacuated.
Yeah.
The only time it's acceptable to steal is when Tom is
No.
stealing me wood.
Well,
That is the only
even
time.
then,
Other than
you're
that,
a
it's
jerk.
not
Yeah,
okay.
that's bad.
I don't know what I would do without Tom in this storm.
yeah.
I mean, he has saved me on 5 different levels. He taught me how to use my generator. He got it fired up for me. He ended up getting my wood and getting the wood boarded up for me. He brought the truck over so I can get rid of debris.
Did Tom do anything to his house?
I don't know. Listen, that's not the priority.
Sorry, kids. I got to help my boss.
Yeah. We would have had the woods boarded, the windows boarded up. But
Tom's got a team.
If anything happens, get in this boat.
Yeah.
Tom's got a team of minions.
Those are
that
his
do
kids.
stuff. No.
His grandkids.
It was like no. They're adults. They're adults. I talked to Orlando yesterday, and he said, "Are you all set?" I go, "Yeah, I got a bunch of minions hanging wood right now." And he goes, "How How very Tommy Rivers of you. That's true. I learned from the best.
Yeah.
And, learn how to get other people to do the work.
If Tom loses his house, can he stay here? Would you let him stay here?
Who?
Tom.
Loses his house?
Yeah.
Can he stay here?
Yeah.
In this house?
Is that the question?
That's the question.
You got it?
Of course he can.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Or would you tell him to build a house out of this plywood as you're taking it off my house?
Do you know how helpful that would be if Tom lived here? It'd be great.
Yeah.
You can stay outside with Ralphie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be fine.
I gotta bring Ralphie in today.
I thought you did it yesterday.
No, you need to do it yesterday. He's fine. He want to be outside as long as he can.
It's definitely more fun to do it in the pouring rain.
Yeah.
Is it pouring rain today?
It's crazy out.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him in today. I gotta make Joey lift him up because I don't know if I could get him. He's too big. Oh man. No, who else has got it on their list today? Get sandbags, board up windows, bring in tortoise.
Yeah.
I don't have bring in tortoise, but I did see someone and they have like a turtle/shark tracker out there.
Shark?
A shark? Yeah. So because they like tag the sharks and the turtles.
Yeah.
And there's a woman, she was like, with the hurricane coming in, that she tracks all the turtles and the sharks. And the sharks scrammed.
Yeah.
They are out of here. They are up north.
They know what's up. Yeah.
They're up north. The turtles, they are just floating around right by Tampa. They're like, we're ready for a ride.
Oh.
And so now I'm like obsessed, and now I can't stop tracking them either.
What if you get one in your yard?
How do the sharks know?
Because the water.
The temperature?
The temperature, but also like I'm sure they can feel the vibration.
But yeah, it's the same with like deer with earthquakes and stuff like that. Yeah, they say that the animals definitely know. Like the tsunami, all the animals disappeared. They were like, "Peace, we're out of here." Yeah.
That movie that Julia Roberts had and what's his name?
Pretty Woman.
No. The one that was on Max or whatever. It was like the end of the world movie.
Yeah.
And that part where they went outside and all the deer would just stand there staring at them, that was pretty scary.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
With the Teslas.
Yeah, I didn't watch that, but
it's actually pretty. But here's the thing.
I tried.
I liked it.
The fact that you say it's actually pretty good just makes me know it's not good.
No, it's a good movie. But the thing that I like the most about it is like it was kind of original. I think people if they don't have an immediate payoff, like at the end, if they don't know exactly what happened, like nobody ever wants to use their imagination. If there's no immediate payoff at the end, they're like, I don't like it.
Leave the world behind.
Yeah. I'm very much like that.
I like
You want to see everything?
I want to have the payoff. I don't want to use my imagination. You wrote the movie, finish the movie.
Beginning to end.
Yeah, there's too many people. Listen, I've got a lot of great ideas that aren't finished. I'm not making goddamn movies out of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they did finish them. Like that movie. There's a thing in there with that a Friends reference. And the Friends reference at the end is the payoff. And there is an end to that movie, but because sometimes they don't know what caused the end of the world. They don't know what.
Ethan Hawke turns to the camera and says, "How you doing?"
And they're watching it from the point of view of those people where they don't know what's going on. Like they don't know what's happening, so you don't know what's happening.
Do you remember the Leftovers or whatever? Yeah, that was great for a couple. Like a season or two, and then it's like, all right, you're not doing anything. You're not going anywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're doing the same thing.
Yeah, after a while, you're just like, all right, there's no payoff. Stop trying to be.
There were too many seasons of that.
Yeah.
It was that should have been one season.
Yeah. It was a great idea, and it was really cool, and then it just got too much of it. You're like, okay, well, nothing's happening. I want payoff. I need payoff.
See, Leave the World Behind. There was a payoff, like you said, the Friends reference. It comes back around, and that's how they end it. And you're like, okay. You're like, where are they going with this?
The Friends reference.
And then when they end it, you're like, oh, that's actually kind of okay, cool.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about that one was like the little Easter eggs that they had. Like they named the boat like Trump's president's name, code name, and stuff like that. Like there was a bunch of like little things like that. A bunch of conspiracy theory Easter eggs.
If it doesn't end with one of them being trapped in the entertainment center, I don't want to watch it. Remember that episode where Joey got trapped in the entertainment center? Whatever it is.
And they stole all the stuff.
Yeah. But the fact that you go, it was, I know right away, because whenever I tell you to watch Penguin, I go, Penguin is great. Penguin, like I'm very... You know what I mean? I'm not saying, you might. No, listen, it's great.
I do think, look, I do think that that's a really good movie. I think that what was the name of it?
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind was a very good movie. It's just not like,
It's not for everyone.
See, I wouldn't say it's a really good movie. I'd say it's worth a one watch. It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
If you're like, hey, I've seen all the Penguin episodes, I've seen all this episodes, I'm looking for something new and I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I love when you see something that's original where you're like, what just happened? That was crazy. I never saw anything like that before.
I do like original, but it has to work. Like, what do you think of this new Tom Hanks movie where it's all in the one room?
Well, so I watched the preview of it, and it's a good idea for an original movie, but I think it's going to be kind of hard to keep it interesting.
Right. Well, and I thought that too with Castaway.
If anybody can do it, it's Tom Hanks, I think.
But also in the preview, it's young Tom Hanks, and I'm like, oh, that's so fake. It's so terrible. It's like, hey, Dad, this is a girl that I met, and it's like, all right, you're not young. You're a 60-something-year-old man.
Is it out?
No.
Okay.
I think the worst thing that they did was in The Irishman whenever they tried to de-age De Niro and do that stuff. Yeah, it's terrible. We all know who Robert De Niro is. We all know how old he is.
Robert, stop trying to make De Niro play everything.
Yeah.
In Casino is a great movie, and he was good in that movie, but you could have got an old Jew to play an old Jew and made it a real good movie. Like stop trying. You forced De Niro into a movie, and now you're getting the same movie over and over and over again. Bring in let a new actor do it. There were so many better actors. That bugged me after a while because I love Casino, but Casino was just Goodfellas West Coast. If they would have just brought in some new actors and did it, and they brought in. What's her face? Sharon Stone, and she was great in that movie. They brought in James Woods. He was great in that movie. So good. And then they brought in the other guys, and you got the same characters in two different movies.
Right. Like if you brought in, like Pesci was great in there, so keep Pesci, but have somebody other than De Niro, so it's not De Niro and Pesci and everything.
Pesci just played Tommy.
Yeah,
he was Tommy in both movies. But it's the same thing, though. It was a mob guy. It was the same kind of mob guy.
Right.
A ruthless mob guy in both movies. So,
by the way, I had a blackjack dealer that looked just like that guy that he was throwing the cards at. The one that you knew or whatever.
Nick Mazzola.
Yeah. It's so funny. And I was like, oh, this isn't going to go
he's
well.
a real dealer. So maybe him.
No, it was here at Hard Rock. So the New York Jets have fired head coach Robert Saleh. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Jets told Saleh around 10 a.m. yesterday. Team owner Woody Johnson released a statement about firing him, saying a short time later and announced that the defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, will be the interim head coach going forward.
Until they get Belichick locked in?
Well, the Jets are 2-3 this season and never had a winning season with Saleh as head coach. Jets owner Woody Johnson says it was his decision to fire the coach. That was his decision. But everybody thinks it was Aaron Rodgers' decision.
Yeah. Of course it was, because they had that one video of Aaron Rodgers pushing him out of the way.
Where supposedly that was a thing that they do. That's what how it was explained.
Aaron Rodgers looked at him and
we have more work to do, and they push each other away, and like that's their thing. But yeah, it seemed a lot more like he was like, get out of here.
Saleh was trying to hug him, and Aaron Rodgers pushed him away.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers seems like a real dick.
He really does.
He really has turned into this weirdo.
Also, I don't want to play. Listen, he is a great quarterback. Like he's played in the league a long time, and he can do a lot of stuff. But I also don't want to play with a guy where he throws me the ball, and if I miss it for some reason, he goes. Like like I'm an idiot and stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to catch the ball, but there's two other guys that are hitting into me and having a car crash.
That's one thing that Tom Brady says is don't put the blame on your teammates. Take the blame for yourself.
And also, you have to in any sports, you have to be able to have a short memory. If you're a quarterback and you get an interception, next one you go out, you're still got to throw.
Yeah.
A shooter's got to shoot. You got to do that. You can't go, last time this happened, so I can't. You lost the game.
Yeah.
You lost the game. You have to have a short memory. You have to keep going. But yeah, I don't know. That just annoys me.
I think it just shows how much of more of an accomplishment it was for Brady to come in for the Bucs and take him right to the Super Bowl.
Take it over.
Yeah. It was wild. Moving to real sports. The 2024 WNBA finals are set, and they will feature New York Liberty facing off against the Minnesota Lynx in a must-see title series. The New York Liberty, in their pursuit of their first elusive WNBA championship, have once again reached the finals. Their journey was marked by a decisive 76-62 victory over the Las Vegas Aces, securing a 3-1 series win there. And then on the other side of the bracket, the Minnesota Lynx and Connecticut Sun series went to a thrilling Game 5 last night. After a roller coaster of a series, ultimately the Lynx came out on top to advance to the finals after defeating the Sun 88-77 last night to continue their campaign to claim their 5th WNBA title. The WNBA finals open tomorrow night in New York at 8 p.m. Each game will air on ESPN networks.
And he walks dogs on the weekend.
Hey, we had a 3-banger last night.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we got it. Everybody that got in on it won some money. So everyone is like, cool. Thank you for the gas money for my generator.
Yeah, I thought it'd be the Aces with Asia Wilson.
Yeah,
that
you
was
would think she was the MVP.
They won last year.
Yeah, Aces going back to back, but no, they're out of it. So it's the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty. So it'll be. I think it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say hands down New York Liberty, but Nafisa Collier has been crushing.
And you stay up and watch the game.
I know.
I got an alert.
Brutal.
I couldn't fall asleep last night, right? And I'm just like, tomorrow's gonna suck. I'm gonna be so tired. And an alert pops on my phone. Galvin seriously just posted, or Galvin Campbell just posted. And I was like, there's no way he's still up. He's like, we won. And I'm like,
listen, it's hard to go to sleep after a win.
I'm like, how is he doing this?
I wouldn't even know where to find the WNBA on TV.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
ESPN.
Yeah?
Yeah. ESPN is where they have it. But they also have, on our thing, they actually have it at WNBA. But all the finals would be on ESPN. Because sometimes it's on Ion and sometimes it's on different stuff.
We're going to get our football picks in ahead of time. Like,
we're going to do them today. Carmen sent the list.
Yeah.
So I have this theater room that I've been trying to build for the last 10 years in this house, or 5 years while we live here. We had it working. It was good. Then the projector broke. Then the other piece broke. We finally got it all taken care of. And yesterday I went in and fired it up. And I put it on and I put the TV thing on there. And I was watching Avengers in there. And I'm like, this is awesome. Now I feel good. This is super fun. Yeah, you know that's going to be the first thing to get hit today.
100%.
First thing and the only thing to get ruined in my storm. Yep. Take the roof right off over that room.
Well, no, just a branch right through the window and hits the projector. Knocks it down. Sean Diddy Combs doused a woman with lubricant that was mixed with the date rape drug Rufinol before he viciously assaulted her.
That's what the lube is for.
Alongside his bodyguard and a third friend. That's according to an accuser and the attorney. The unnamed victim was allegedly forced to remove her clothes when Combs threatened her with a knife. That's what lawyer Ariel Mitchell Kidd told News Nation. The music mogul then supposedly squirted the woman all over her body with some type of lubricant or oil, after which she noticed herself becoming more and more limp. The lawyer said of her clients, the victim did not recall being forced to consume any drug, but oil can be a conduit for Rufinol or GHB,
that
so-called
makes so much sense now.
Date rape drug. Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying. I saw the video. They're saying GHB is an oil form, and you don't have to ingest it. You can literally put it on your skin.
Yeah,
that makes so much
goes in
sense.
through your pores
Right.
and stuff.
So everyone was like, he had thousands of bottles. How much sex was he having? It wasn't sex. That's his way of hiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wow.
Think about that. If he's like, let me give you a massage, whatever, and he's putting the oil all over you, and he's wearing gloves. I don't like the way it feels on my hands, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Holy cow.
Yeah.
There's a lot more stuff that's gonna be coming out.
Are we gonna see the list?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think so.
Everybody is saying Ashton Kutcher used to go to all those parties.
Yes, and he has confirmed it. There's a clip of him on Hot Ones, and he's literally
I saw that.
and he's saying, "Ooh, can't tell you that story. Can't tell you that story. Nope, can't tell you that story." And it's all about Diddy's parties because they're like, "Oh, you're good friends with Diddy's." And on top of that, Ashton Kutcher, he was a head of an organization specifically to help children that were being trafficked. And everyone's saying it's almost like the Oprah School in Africa. It's his cover to be able to traffic children easier.
Did you
hide in plain sight?
Did you ever hear the story about Ashton Kutcher with the girl that got murdered?
Yep.
Did you ever hear this story?
No.
He was supposed to go on if I'm getting it wrong, I'm trying to remember. So he was supposed to go out on a date with a girl, right? They were talking. He was supposed to go out on a date with her, went over to pick her up, went to her house, knocked, ding, nothing. What the hell? She's not there. All right, I guess she's not there, whatever. Then turns out she was murdered.
He said
that's why she didn't answer, because she was in there murdered.
Who murdered her?
So the story goes is he showed up and said he thought he got stood up. But the reason why him and Mila Kunis wrote that letter for Danny Masterson is because he knew what actually happened.
Oh, and he was afraid that he'd say something
if he didn't write a letter, if he didn't stand up for him. Ooh. And they're saying, and because a girl came out and was like, "You forgot I was with Danny that day. I know where all your skeletons are buried. I know all your secrets." But again, it's one female who's not really coming out, but coming out saying she knows the secret. But the thing is,
it's a good theory.
But the theory is that Ashton Kutcher actually killed that girl. Again,
right, and then covered it up.
And then covered it up. But,
so I'm going to tell you this. You know, I'm always talking about how I don't understand how anybody could want to do that. And I'm a class A pervert, but kids is just not. Yesterday, I was upstairs playing video games. Well, let me just tell you.
Boy.
I was upstairs playing video games, and I called my daughter, and I was like, remember when I did 10 favors for you today? And she's like, yeah. I go, would you do me a favor? And she goes, what? I go, would you get me a Diet Coke? And I'm running upstairs. And she was like, oh, and her friend was here, and her friend's like, I got you. And I said, what? And she goes, I got you. And then Juliana was forced to help her out because the friend was like enthusiastic about it.
Right.
And I thought, I wouldn't mind a little child army of slaves. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to do any
different. Yeah.
I don't want to do any dirty stuff, but
I thought you already had that. Isn't that Tom?
No, he's not a child.
No, he has all his grandkids.
Yeah.
Tom's got his kids. Yeah, I can't. I have no control over those kids.
Tom will get you a Diet Coke.
Tom will. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tom would be great.
Oh, you have control over those kids. Tell them that they're going to live here.
Yeah.
I wish I would still adopt that one.
Oh,
yeah.
Just the one.
Just the one.
How about this? You know how people are like, I wish there was a pill that you didn't have to exercise. You could just take a pill and do it, you know. And
yeah,
you
I say that every day.
Well, they have the, whatchamacallit now that you can stab yourself with. What is
Ozempic?
Yeah, Ozempic that makes you lose weight. Well, researchers in Denmark say they have created a pill that mimics the benefits of running a 10K.
Wow.
Exercise pill, basically. Before you get too excited, though, it doesn't come with all the benefits of running. For example, your legs won't get any stronger. But the lead author says the new molecule they have developed does mimic the effect it has on your metabolism. It will bring your body into a metabolic state corresponding to running 10 kilometers at high speed on an empty stomach. So it offers you the benefits you get from fasting. Exercise triggers the release of the hormone that suppresses your appetite, and another one that flushes fatty acids from your bloodstream.
Wow.
That's good because it reduces your risk for things like heart disease and diabetes. They haven't tested the new drug on humans yet, but they've tried it on rats, and it triggered the release of those same hormones. If it does what they think it does, they say it could be a game changer for people who are too injured or too old to work out or too lazy, or people that just, don't want to do it, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
That's wild.
Finally the pill.
Yeah. If they have it.
But it's still not a pill you could take where your hair just grows back.
Yeah.
And I still don't think the pill is as good as actually moving your body.
For sure it's not, but
it won't be. And you'll find out later, 10 years from now that it liquefies your insides and stuff. Yeah.
Gio, do me a favor real quick. Will you take your hat off?
Why?
Because I want to see your hair.
No.
No problem. You answered my question. If you could, would you rather have a pill to make you in shape or make your hair grow to give you good hair?
Yeah, burger guy.
Here's the thing. You're not really in bad shape. He's not fat.
Yeah, have you seen Chad's abs?
You don't have abs. So you take the pill and you would have Chad's abs.
Instantly.
Well, yeah.
You can eat what you want.
In 3 weeks, you'll have your abs and your body will be all tight and you'll be in good shape. Or you could take the pill and in 3 weeks, your hair will grow to a full length, long hair, and you can do whatever you want with it.
All right. So I get either
your current body and Galvin's hair.
That's what I said, Chad's abs or Galvin's hair.
Yeah.
I think I'm taking the abs.
Yeah.
I would take the abs.
Yeah.
I'd be bald with abs.
You like to wear hats.
Yeah.
No big deal. You can do hats.
I said, Gio, take your hat off. He said, no.
Yeah. How about this? Gio, take your shirt off.
No.
That's more of a no.
All right. What do you think Joe would do? Do you think Joe would take a pill that made him taller?
Probably not.
Or taller, or
he's got hair.
Because he's thin and he
Better
has
in video.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I don't think they make that pill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine what it's like to be short. That has got to be.
No,
I mean, I'd rather go bald and be fat and not be short.
Yep. Well, you are.
Congratulations.
I did it, guys.
Yeah.
I did it.
Oh,
Carmen.
God.
See, it
Skinny.
doesn't really matter as much to you. Yeah, I'm wondering whether you would rather be, what are you, 5'5"?
5'6", 5'7", 5'6".
Would you rather be 5'9" or
sexy?
Be in the exact shape that you would want to be in?
Exact shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only thing that especially for women, the thing that sucks is like if I was taller, like, yeah, I was good at basketball and stuff, but even taller, like you see like what they're making, like it's not worth it wouldn't help me in the long run being taller.
Yeah. And nobody ever looks at a girl and goes, if she was a couple of inches taller, I'd take her.
When I see like Joe and Dizzy and Monica, I'm like, that's got to be the worst.
Yeah, but also there are benefits of that because people
like what? Sleeping in a drawer?
Yeah.
There's nothing that outweighs the benefit of being taller.
Nobody takes you serious no matter what you do.
But once you've lived with it, but there are benefits because people will let you cut them. People will let you stand in front of them.
I'm not letting Dizzy cut me.
Yeah, you guys are a-holes. I'm talking about regular people.
You can't smack a guy.
If you're
you can never smack a guy.
No, they're usually the ones with the most like rage, like little guy rage.
Right. And they're getting smacked the most.
Yeah. Like I said, but I'm just saying there can be benefits, especially for girls.
Yeah.
Short girls get benefits.
And poor Dizzy, he's got the hat trick. He's bald, short, and fat.
I
thought you were going
too much. Too
wow,
much.
I'm out.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
I'm kidding. He is short.
No, you pointed it out.
Mark that tape, Corey.
I'll fight Dizzy. Come on.
Big
I would not fight Dizzy.
According to a survey of 1,000 people, metalheads are more likely to honk at other drivers, run red lights, and get into major crashes and get DUIs than fans of any other musical genre. So metalheads are the ones,
Galvin. Sounds just
me and Corey.
Angry.
But they're only fourth on the list of drivers likely to get road rage. Who do you think gets the road rage?
Talk radio listener.
Talk radio? No.
Country,
no.
Rap.
No, but you're
Hip-hop.
getting closer.
Hip-hop.
R&B and soul fans were the most prone to road rage.
I thought they all mellowed out.
Touch your body. Get your out of the way.
Followed by rap and then EDM. EDM, I just think you're just road rage all the time.
You're just on drugs.
Yeah. People who listen to Joe Rogan Experience are 23% more likely to have road rage. So a driver is most likely to tailgate is someone who listens to rap, while people that listen to podcasts are most likely to text while driving and get into a fender bender.
Interesting.
Yeah, probably because they're looking up facts that somebody said. They're like, that can't be right. Let me look that up and see what that is. A company called Skip is taking pre-orders for new high-tech. I was hoping Joe was going to be here for this story. New high-tech pants. Pants are definitely involved in this.
What are you doing in pants?
It makes hiking easier. So it has a built-in exoskeleton that gives you 40% more leg power.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're doing it, they're not cheap. They're about $5,000 a pair.
Wow, are they coming 4X?
I don't know. We'll find out. You'll be jumping onto the roof. Hey, let me check this out. A study found that your doctor could easily misdiagnose you with high blood pressure if they don't do the test right. Your arm should be supported on a desk or table with the cuff at heart level. Doing it any other way makes your blood pressure seem higher than it really is. Because they say all the time that the ones that are in like Publix or whatever, that those are not accurate at all.
Gio, do you do it correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
I always put it down on like a table or something.
On a table, heart level with the cuff and do that. Yeah.
Well, when I know that I need the big cuff. Okay, so if the girl comes in,
big cuff.
Yeah, well, if I go in there and it's a young girl and she's trying to give me the regular cuff, I go, this isn't going to work. And I've had a couple of them just go, no, we'll hold it. And I'm going, it's not going to be accurate though.
Yeah.
And then they'll take it and they'll go, oh God, it's way high. I go, because you're using the wrong cuff. And then they'll get the regular cuff and it'll be normal. So it really does matter.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then once they get the wrong cuff reading and it's 220 over 110, and my heart goes, oh my God. And I have real problems with my heart.
Those ones they stick on your wrist, those always come back high anytime I have one of those.
I have one of those here and I refuse to take
But yeah, it's always higher compared to the cuff one.
Last time I had my blood pressure checked, it was like 120 over 79 or something. And I go, so perfect. Basically, it's perfect.
I love when they go, it's 140 over 82. And I go, and they go, it's a little high. I go, it's great. It's great.
I would love that. Yeah, that's a great number.
I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I remember last time.
It was 120 over 80. I don't know if it's the same.
Yeah.
Mine was, but like the last time I went to the doctor a couple years ago, it was a little high. Come to find out, shrimp. I ate too much shrimp, and shrimp can raise your blood pressure.
Really?
Well, shrimp are high in cholesterol.
Just shellfish in general.
In general, but I was like trying to up my protein, but eat like lower, like less fatty meat.
Right.
So I was eating shrimp every day.
Fattening up.
And it wasn't crazy by any means. I think it was up like by 10 points. And she was like, your diet stuff and this. And I was like, I eat a lot of shrimp. Love shrimp.
Shrimp also very high in uric acid, which was my kidney stones. Yeah.
Because at one point, Galvin said he was the best at eating shrimp.
Yeah. I said I could eat more shrimp than anyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would take them on.
Oh, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, listen, I don't think I could outdo it only because you're bigger than me. You know what I mean?
Then don't be a quitter.
The ocean is scared of me. I walk by and it goes back.
You win. You win.
You should go out there for the hurricane and stare at
it. So Jake Paul will make Mike Tyson. Well, I'm sorry. Jake Paul will pay Mike Tyson $5 million if Tyson can make it through the 4th round of their scheduled 8-round fight.
He's going to 4 rounds.
It's not happening.
So it's a heavyweight fight happening November 15th. I love that they always say YouTuber turned boxer. Just, all right, whatever. He put out a video. He said the catch is if Tyson fails, he must get a tattoo that reads, "I love Jake Paul."
That's pretty funny.
So he said, if you can make it through 4 rounds, I'll give you $5 million. If you don't, you have to get a tattoo that says, "I love Jake Paul." And then a guy who knows something about boxing, an interview with Canelo Alvarez, who currently rules the super middleweight division, understands the financial rewards around the fight, but says that Tyson is taking a risk entering the ring at his age. He said, quote, "It's hard to say who will win, but it's risky for Mike Tyson because he's 57 or 58 years old, and boxing is no joke, but I get why they're doing it. It's business." So he figures he's doing it for a payday,
Of course, I mean, that's,
Tyson versus Paul will take place on November 15th at the AT&T Stadium in Texas and will be broadcast live on Netflix.
Well, if it happens, like Carmen says, and it's happening the same night that Bert's coming here, the rescheduled Bert Age show at Rickard Hall. It'll be worth watching, I think.
But the good thing about this is I would imagine that Bert's show will be over before the main event.
Probably.
Because they'll have undercard, they'll have a bunch of fights on there and stuff, and the main event usually doesn't start until 11:30, 12, maybe, depending on how far they push it back and performances. And we got to hear from, Pete Davidson and now Snoop Dogg and whoever else. This is really weird. Lisa Marie.
Real quick, can I jump into this? Did you watch The Voice last night by any chance?
I didn't.
I did.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I expected it to be terrible, but Snoop Dogg's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not the music. He doesn't have a certain genre of music outside of rap. I don't even wonder what he's doing there in the first place.
Right, because he's not a singer and all that stuff. But I feel, go ahead with.
Well, they had a guy come out and he was like a crooner, right?
Yeah.
And he was singing Sinatra, and Snoop Dogg immediately turned around, and Bublé is on there, and you think he would be the one, and he didn't turn around.
Probably because he's more,
so
in tune with it.
Right. So they turned around and he goes, I think that we're really good. Bublé said it, and he goes, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to bring you down. Obviously, I'd be the choice, but I didn't know if that was all you can do. I wanted somebody that could sing other genres on it. And Snoop Dogg was like, "I got you." He goes, "You got that." He goes, "You need just a little bit more charisma." And he goes, "If you had a little bit more of the moves," and Snoop was like making sense when he was talking. I thought, okay, this is good.
Here's the thing, and I'm not a fan of Snoop Dogg. I don't particularly care for him and stuff.
And he looks like if you've shaved your balls for the first time, Snoop looks like.
But you can't be as successful as he has been and around music and all that stuff for that long without having some good insight.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, he obviously is doing things right. It's not some fluke that he became famous and popular. He's, great at rap and doing all that stuff, but he knows the business. He knows what goes on stage, how to put on a show, do all that stuff. So I can understand where he would be good at coaching and, having the different stuff. Gene Simmons, who everyone thinks, Gene Simmons, he's a joke. He's all about money and stuff. He was on there as like a special guest,
mentor,
yeah, that's what it was. And he had different people, and it's Gene Simmons doing his stupid Gene Simmons jokes and stuff. And the one girl sang, and she did a song, and it was a cover, and she changed it up, and it gets done, and you're waiting for Gene Simmons to be like, "You should stick your tongue out," or do. Mm-hmm. He goes, "I wouldn't change a thing." He goes, "You did that so well, and you made it your own, and you did all this." And like the way he said it was like, "Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect advice." Yeah,
I watched it, and the other thing I noticed is that whatever Gwen Stefani is doing, all women should do it.
Mamma mia.
But remember,
she's so hot.
Oh yes, yeah. But remember, she did go through that phase where she had like put too much Botox or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
leveled out.
It leveled out.
It leveled
leveled
out.
out.
But that's the thing. You have to go through those ugly periods.
It's fine. She never really had an ugly period.
No,
It
but
just a lesson.
she was on the verge of too much.
Right.
Like it was like, if she does any more, it's gonna be bad. But now it's backed off. I'm telling you right now, the commercial they've been running again, the one that they had for the Super Bowl, I think it was last year or the year before, with all the different rock stars talking about business people calling themselves rock stars.
Yeah.
They've been running that again. I don't even know what it's for, but she is standing on the table in the conference room and she's just dressed great. She's got her nails done. And she's like, you guys are not rock stars. And she looks so hot.
She had her nails done and she was wearing all sparkly clothes. She's gorgeous.
This is a weird thing. Lisa Marie Presley kept her son Benjamin's body at her house for 2 months after he passed away.
In what? Tupperware?
Laying on the counter? I don't know.
Maybe in the pool like Love Tiger.
The freezer.
She also had a tattoo artist come over to see the body so that she and her daughter could get matching tattoos that her son had.
Of his dead body?
Of his, I guess, a tattoo on his dead
matching a tattoo.
Yeah.
I thought see what he looks like in the thing. I bet you. So what's weird is
maybe she still had Michael's thing that he used to the oxygen.
sleep in it.
Yeah.
I've been to Graceland before,
right.
And in Graceland, all the bodies are buried on the property. So maybe she was preparing to do something like that, and that's why she had them there. Like, it sounds gross, but
it is gross. 2 months.
Yeah,
2 months seems a long time and very weird.
Also, I heard in his memoir, she said that because remember she went out with Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
she said Michael Jackson was a virgin up until he was 35.
I believe it.
Do you believe that?
I mean,
yeah, because he didn't want to do anything with girls.
But
probably.
But again, so this would be the question though. If he had been raped as a child, which is suspected, are you technically you're not a virgin, even though
he had never made sweet love to anybody.
He had it,
right?
But not saying no one had did that to him,
right? And who supposedly had diddled Michael Jackson? Not Joe Jackson.
They said someone in the family is like because of how
I blame Tito
because of how he turned out. Basically, there's no evidence of it there, but something. The way it ended, the way he transformed his life, something.
He was running from something.
I thought it was Berry Gordy.
Berry Gordy?
Yeah.
The great Berry Gordy of Motown?
That's what I thought.
I don't believe so.
No?
Dare you.
But it is suspected that something happened to him as a child.
Yeah.
And that would make sense.
Yeah. This is one of those that guys that you see in a bunch of different stuff, but probably don't know his name. Longtime character actor Nicholas Pryor passed away. He played the father not only to Tom Cruise in Risky Business, but played the father to Robert Downey Jr. in Less Than Zero. He was in Airplane. He was in Halloween Kills, Beverly Hills 90210. You've seen him a bunch of times. Nicholas Pryor passed away. Yeah, he's one of those guys that you see in a bunch of movies and go, oh, that guy. Yeah.
Hold on.
Remember with the Fabergé egg and stuff in Risky Business?
Not really.
And Take Care of the House and all that stuff.
Now I see him.
Yeah, when you see him, you go, oh, yeah, that guy. Nicholas
what
Pryor.
a dick.
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, not him, but, like characters that he played.
Are you excited for new stand-up from...
Tell me who.
Seth Meyers.
No.
Yeah. He has a new stand-up special, Seth Meyers' Dad Man Walking. It's going to be on HBO.
You can see Galvin's eye roll. That was great.
And I used to like Seth Meyers.
He was funny on SNL.
He used to be funny. And
funny
then
when somebody else writes your jokes.
It disappeared. No, he was the head writer.
Yeah.
I feel like he's got funny in him, if that makes sense.
Right.
But the show the late night show makes him just so bad.
I feel like it's so political, and you have to walk that line, and you have to be a good boy. That
what was Letterman's politics?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way it should be.
That was the big thing. Yeah. It's gonna his Dad Man Walking is going to be on HBO on October 26th.
Cool. Where old men put their comedy specials.
Can I tell you that Nate Bargatze hosted SNL again?
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
Back years.
I watched his opening monologue and laughed out loud a lot.
I haven't watched it yet. I have it on tape, if you will.
He goes, I didn't grow up rich. I didn't have a raspberry until I was 35. He goes, what? We didn't have money. I didn't know. He goes, I found out at a party what it was. He goes, because we were at a party and I pointed to a bowl of raspberries on the thing, and he goes, "What is that?" And then he goes, "The people said it's a bowl because they couldn't comprehend that I didn't know." They said, "Surely he knows what raspberries are. He must mean what is the container. Maybe he doesn't know what a bowl is." I thought that was so funny.
See, I like his George Washington sketch.
Yeah.
He did that one
So
again,
good.
and he did it, but it's always good.
That is
Both.
so funny.
This week is Keaton, Michael Keaton.
Oh, Michael Keaton's
that'd be
great.
cool.
He's the
Michael
host.
Keaton has. Tell me something Michael Keaton has been in that he wasn't great in.
I watched a little of The Founder yesterday.
The Founder
So
is
great
great,
in that.
but like any movie he's been in, even if the movie was bad, Michael Keaton was still great in the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
he's
Gung
great.
Ho. Remember Gung Ho?
Gung Ho with the
He
car
was great.
factory.
He was
Yeah,
great in
absolutely.
that.
He was in the other guys with Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. He was the whatever chief or
So
guy.
I saw a movie. I can't remember who it. I think maybe Demi Moore and Matthew Modine. I think they play a couple, and they rent an apartment.
Pacific Heights.
Pacific Heights.
Yeah, that's
Michael
so
Keaton plays a
good.
bad guy, and he's so good.
crazy.
In that. Yeah.
That was a really, really good movie.
That was great. He's good at funny.
Was
He's
it
good at crazy.
Demi Moore or Melanie Griffin? I thought it was Melanie Griffin.
I thought it was Demi Moore, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. I just remember Michael Keaton.
Yeah. He had the apartment, whatever, and then they came to get rent. And he'd opened the door a little bit and then shut it. And they heard all kind of noises going on and everything.
And and he went and he worked within all the rules of the of a
And
tenant.
there's
so they
there's
couldn't
nothing we
kick
can
him
do.
out. Yeah,
Yeah. It
It's
was Melanie Griffith.
Melanie Griffith and
Michael
Matthew
Keaton,
Modine.
Matthew Modine, Beverly D'Angelo was in there, Tippi Hedren.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh my God, they have a picture of Matthew Modine. He looks so old.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird to see him. It was so weird to see him in the Batman movie, the Christian Bale Batman movies, because he was older and just a weak guy.
That's
You're
Loudon Swain. How did he get so old? He was a
Yeah.
high school wrestler 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, right? Crazy. Finally, in news, a new survey asked people about undesirable jobs, careers that they avoided, growing up, what they didn't want to do, even for double the pay that they're getting. They're like, I don't want to do that. The results were broken down by state, and some of the different ones I have here. What would you think are some of the things you wouldn't want to do? Whether it's dangerous, whether it's
I wouldn't want to be
it's beneath you, whether
I wouldn't
it's,
want to be a lawn care guy in the state of Florida.
Yeah, it's very hot out there doing
Too
all
hot.
that stuff. Let's see. Lawn care in the state of Florida is not in here.
All right.
It's not in here.
What about a
wanna-
roofer?
A roofer, very difficult
Very
job. Roofer, it's the least desired in Arizona.
Yeah.
You'll melt up there. Arkansas, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Utah, and West Virginia. I told you a long time ago, a guy came in and he was a little dude and he was like, he wanted to be a bar back at the nightclub. And I'm like, it's tough work. It's tough. You have to run, do all this, carry ice, carry stacks of glasses over your head through a crowd. I go, what are you doing right now? He goes, I'm a roofer. I go, you're hired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I was like, yeah, you can definitely do this.
Yep.
Welder.
A welder, Carmen, they make a lot of money depending on where they are. Underwater, I know, makes a lot of money. Welding, not in here.
I'm trying to think of what jobs stink. that I would
We
want.
talked about the other day, dangerous job that you can make a lot of money. Your cousin.
Oh, fisherman.
Commercial fisherman. Yeah, it's the least desirable in Alabama, Alaska, Florida, Maine, Massachusetts, and Virginia.
What are they called?
I don't know.
Potawatomi?
Porta-potties.
Porta potty cleaner?
Porties.
Oh, Jesus.
You're a pile of dummy.
I know.
No, that is not in there. So you have steel worker, least desired in Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and of course Pennsylvania. Coal miner. Could you imagine being a coal
they
miner?
still have those?
Yes. Yes.
Where are the coal mines?
There's coal mines everywhere. Remember just recently where the coal mines and the guys got caught in there and stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the least coveted career path in Wyoming. So I guess there's probably a lot in Wyoming. Power line worker. That's dangerous as all get out.
I wouldn't want to be one of those people who has to go to the top of the radio tower.
Yeah.
I don't know what their job is. Engineer, painter. I don't know who's doing that.
Logger. Least popular in Montana, North Dakota, and Vermont. Obviously, a lot of woods up there and stuff. Roofer, we said. This is another dangerous one that we just talked about the other day. Oil rig worker.
Oh, yeah.
California, Louisiana, New Mexico, Texas, those things. Electrician. Electrician's going to make a lot of money, but that's also very dangerous work.
My dad was an electrician.
Oh, really?
And he was a foreman, in Detroit. So he helped build a lot of the city and like the airport and stuff like
now
that.
We know how he got the flaps to open on the prison, on the cages that he kept the girls in.
Yeah. And he would shock them.
Yeah. You got one of the little tools.
He's really good at math. Like insanely good at math.
Your dad?
Yeah. And he can do fractions like at the time, like that. You know how you always see the people who are like, you never sat at the kitchen table with your dad crying about doing your homework. That was my dad. Like, why can't you get it?
Also, that's something my daughter will never say about me. My dad's great at math.
My dad's insanely good at math.
Another similar to the people that change the lights in the towers or have to go up there and do this stuff. Skyscraper window cleaner.
Oh, window cleaners.
That's so crazy.
How dirty do the windows have to be that you got to put somebody on a rig to go clean them?
And they clean them like weekly.
Can't you just pour water off the roof?
Yeah, something.
It'll go down.
I like when they dress like Spider-Man.
At the hospitals.
Did you see the video? Whenever they show they'll do it at basketball games or hockey games where they do the look-alike, like they'll show a character and then they show the person in the crowd. Yeah. They did that. They did like 3 different ones, and then they showed Spider-Man, and then there was a guy dressed as Spider-Man in the crowd. I mean, it was set up. Whatever, but he has popcorn. He throws it and he starts doing dance and stuff.
Dude, I'm a sucker for those. The videos of the lookalikes and the kiss cam. When the kiss cam, I'm like,
oh yeah, I'm dying to push my wife's face away. The kiss cam.
Then it always cuts the end of the guy all by myself.
Yeah.
We did the kiss cam one time at the Lightning game. They put it on me and Amanda, and you do it, and you're in such a rush to get it on there that you almost break each other's faces.
You're like headbutt.
2 things. One, they used to do, instead of all by myself, they used to do 2 of the other fans' guys. And they put it on there. They're gay, you can't do that anymore. And then the other one was they did that where they were showing all the different people, celebrities. It was like Bradley Cooper and this guy, and then George, Jason Alexander and this guy, and then they Jenna Fisher from The Office, and then they showed her. She was actually at the game, which I thought was funny. And then finally, so you had commercial fishermen. We got that. The least desirable job in Colorado, Idaho, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, Nevada, North Carolina, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. Meat packer.
Why?
Meat packing plant worker.
Yeah.
Have you seen the docuseries that it was on Netflix? It was something about the grocery stores, but they showed the meat plants and just how like bloody and disgusting. Yeah.
So you know what my brother Tim did for a job for a while? After the plant would close, this was Swift, Brown, and Serve.
Okay.
After the plant would close, he would go in there, put on a full suit, like the plutonium suit kind of thing, whatever, and have almost like a fire hose, and he'd have to hose everything down and stuff. He said he would lose like 15 pounds every night.
Just sweating his ass off.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's gross.
Yeah, you don't want to work around the blood and bones and everything else.
And then the person, they have to hose it down, and then they got to unclog the drain because like feathers and feet and tails.
Feathers and feet.
It gets like stuck, so you got to clean it out. Like whoever has to do that, clean it up.
I feel like the guys who slaughter the animals chose that job. Like they want. It's been in my family for years.
See, I think
or they just want to murder something.
Yeah.
I think it's more of you live in a town where the slaughterhouse is and you have no other option.
Yeah. There's like 5 jobs in the whole town.
Right.
And then you also have to deal with that guy that's punching the cows. That's hanging the Rocky Balboa.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know if I could be around all that death all the time. And if you are, you probably just become
immune to it. Yeah, you don't even think about it. You're like,
get
whatever.
Emotionless. Yeah. Sad.
Well, there you go. That is it for news.
All right, Calvin, thank you. Corey, they're in commercial right now. I was going to say, let's get a weather update, but we can do that when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5. Yes, Calvin.
Open letter
is next.
Yeah.
On 102.5 The Bone. My wife is sitting in the living room watching the same thing she's been watching for the last 24 hours, just constant coverage of the weather. And she's like, I'm really freaking out. I'm getting nervous. What are you going to do?
There's nothing you can do.
Stop watching that.
Right.
That's what I said. I go, shut it off for a little while.
I'm very much like your wife.
Are you really?
Yeah. But I felt better once I got the cold brew. Thank you.
Let me ask you a question. Why I am not afraid. I'm not saying bad things aren't going to happen. It's just it is what it is. I can't do anything to my house. I can't do anything. I've done as much as I can do right now. What more can we do? And are you worried about dying?
No.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm not stressed about that. I'm just thinking, man, it's going to really be bad for a lot of people.
It's definitely going to be bad, and I definitely feel for a lot of people, especially the people in Sarasota and Bradenton and Anna Maria Island. All these places are going to say are going to get devastated. It's terrible.
Can I tell you what made me nervous last night?
Yeah.
It's the first time this has happened. I got a call from Hillsborough County letting me know about the evacuations.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's because I recently bought my house. So there's somewhere like I'm on a list.
They called me as well.
But you own a house. I'm saying like I've never got a call before like that. So I'm wondering if it's because I bought a house recently.
No,
and
it's probably you could be in the register to vote. You could be on the property tax, something.
Right. But I'm just saying I've never got one of those before. And that's when I was like.
Never had a hurricane of this magnitude
that
coming
made me that's when I got nervous last night. I was like, I can't go to bed.
So mine came through and it's a recording and stuff. And I go, yeah, I got it. Hung up and they called back. You have to listen to the whole thing.
And you have to respond.
You have to say yes or whatever.
One or two. You have to basically, Yeah, that made me nervous only because it was the first time. And it wasn't a new update or anything. It just said evacuation zones are mobile home A and B.
Right. By the way, it does not matter whether you have your sound turned off. That alert thing scares the hell out of me every time. Man, that is so loud.
It sucks. Again, this is going to be happening in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Power's going to go out. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's just.
But again, there's nothing you can do.
No, there's nothing you can do.
And so my question would be, you said, Mike, when we got here that you're going to turn your air down right after the show. It's going down.
Yes.
I'm just wondering when is the best time to do that?
Right now, because
I've been slowly doing mine a little bit at a time.
I'm going to so we're going to probably be in this room. And this room it's the first stop for all the air conditioners in the house. Oh. So it's going to be freezing.
This room is Arctic.
Yeah. So, and there's no windows in here. So hopefully
keep the door shut.
It keeps the air in here. It keeps it
cool.
Well,
didn't you say you have a portable AC or no?
I do. Yeah. But I have it's hooked up to the generator that's outside my bedroom.
Oh, so
I was going to say, where are you going to put an AC in here? With no.
We're going to ride out the storm in here.
Then
afterwards, it'll go in my bedroom.
Gotcha.
So.
Because they're talking. It could be days. It could be weeks before power comes back. They're saying.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
The one in 2017, I didn't have it for 6 days, and that wasn't even here.
That's insane.
And this Helene was 150 miles away, and it's just I don't know, man.
Dude,
it's a lot.
We lost power within the first hour of the last one, and I was like, "This sucks." I just lay there, fat and naked on my bed, sweating. With a fan on going, this sucks.
You just see some of the wording that a lot of the local meteorologists are using, and they seem very concerned. So it's like, man, that's when it starts to really get.
Dude, I heard audio of a guy yesterday on the internet where he was crying when they did that.
That was a guy in Miami.
Yeah,
it was a newscaster in Miami because he was just looking at the data and he just knows what that data means, no matter where it hits.
Yeah, but he was saying it like the end of the world was coming.
I mean. You got a record-breaking Category 5 that's in the Gulf,
And for some people, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, 230 people died from Helene,
Yeah, now you're getting me worried.
Nah, but like you said, there's nothing you can do. You prepared as much as you can.
You got to hope that people that were told to evacuate are not just trying to ride it out.
Yeah,
you're in
like that one idiot in the boat.
Yeah, like I'm not in an evacuation zone, so I'm not super concerned for that type of stuff, but you got to hope that people listen to the warnings and got the hell out, or just you don't even have to go. You don't have to go to Georgia. Well, you can go 20 miles up the road to somewhere else.
Hopefully Lutz. Hopefully Lutz is the place that they want everybody to go.
Lutz, all those areas.
You want to talk about being prepared for things. I was not prepared to walk in the bathroom after Carmen just stunk it up with a big turd.
Stop it. I went at home. That didn't happen.
Don't lie. You didn't just turn it up in the bathroom?
No, I went pee.
All right.
I didn't even have to wash my hands.
I was going to say, it didn't smell or anything. And I was like, I was just going to be like, if she pooped, that was the quickest poop I've ever seen anybody poop.
I mean, I'm very quick. I'm so quick that
my daughter's the fastest pooper in the West.
I'll give her a run for her money.
Okay.
There's times that you guys don't even know. I call Monica down to sit at the board, and I run to the bathroom, and I come back.
While we're talking, you don't even tell us?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
100%, and you guys have no idea. It's in the
I just figured your mic wasn't on.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Listen, there's no fighting it.
I know.
There's no fighting it.
And the one time I tried to tell you, you held me hostage for like 20 minutes. I learned my lesson. Don't tell you, just go.
Just go.
Yeah. So I
remember a couple of weeks ago I had to go.
Yeah. So I text Monica. I'm like, please help, and she's like, I'm coming.
It was actually last week, right now, because it was open letter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you had to go. By the way, Carmen, just so you know, I don't know whether it matters or not.
It keeps popping up. Okay. I don't think it matters, but it comes up every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. I'm going to take some phone calls here at the top of the hour. I want to talk to people about what their plan is. So if you want to get through, the number is 800-771-1025. They do Channel 10 just did a split screen between Lockerbie and Pappas. That was pretty hot. I don't know if TV can handle that. So you see where they're sitting right now? That behind them is all green screen.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting at like a coffee table.
Yeah.
That's news now. It's just, you don't even need a studio. You just get a room with a green screen and you can do it. That's so weird.
Yeah, remember during COVID, they were all broadcasting from their house.
Yeah. Dude, years ago, my buddy Kevin and I did a video, like a rock video thing, and a guy was producing it and stuff, and he just had us stand there, and then we were in like this spaceship studio. And it looked great. It looked like we were really in some sort of really like cool spaceship studio.
I don't know this guy, but I don't like Bowtie.
Oh no!
But
it doesn't make you smart. It doesn't make you smart.
And we don't need him. We got Amanda Pappas. Why do they got another guy on there?
I don't trust Bowtie. That's a bad look.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. I'm sure he knows his stuff, but Bowtie, right away, you discredit yourself.
Bowtie, I feel like you're one of those con men. That like if I wear a bow tie, then they'll believe.
Oh, I think Bill Nye Science Guy.
No,
I think he's smarter.
Bow tie is like, oh, your mom made you wear that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that he realizes ties are for normal people.
Yeah, but he already look how much he looks like Bill Nye already, and then wearing the bow tie, it's like, stop it.
And why is he there? Why is he there?
I get that a lot.
Why is he there when? Why is he overtaking Pappas's thing?
Well, they probably rotate because she's probably been on since.
She's there too.
Yeah,
but doing wall to wall coverage.
Why that bow tie does not go with that shirt?
Bow tie bad.
That shirt.
He doesn't know how to wear a bow tie because the collar's all popped out.
Yeah, he's not doing.
Get him off the screen. Ugh. Get him off.
And they get to choose that, right?
Yeah,
they
I think
choose,
so.
And I'm pretty sure the ladies do their own makeup.
Yeah,
depends on. Yeah, market
station, but yeah.
Paul Delgado would never wear a bow tie.
No. Paul Delgado needs to realize that he's going bald and to shave his head. He looks like Frankenberry because it's going up high on the sides and it's flat in the middle. I don't like it.
Oh man, I can't look at this stuff.
Why you really getting that much anxiety?
When I watch the footage, and watch the stuff, I just got to not think about it.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about this, but I'm sure everyone saw Jane Castor's thing that got cut and clipped and if you stay, you will die.
Oh, yeah.
No, if you stay in evacuation zones.
Right.
Well, of course, all of my family saw, if you stay, you will die. And I got phone call after phone call. Even Holly offered to let me come down.
She asked about me?
How's that big sexy man doing? I wasn't sure who she was talking about. But even she was
as long as she's safe in the storm, that's all that matters.
She was like, you can come over to this side if you want. My dad was like, are you guys staying? Grandma, everyone. I was like,
your dad's like, the cage is empty.
Yeah. The cages are empty. So
that's probably hurricane proof. It's underground. It's all,
also
all
up
electric.
in Michigan.
Well, the one sheriff was saying, if you're going to stay, write your name and your birth date on your arm. That way it makes it a little bit easier afterwards.
Well, that's a toe tag thing too.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, when I watched Katrina and those people didn't leave, I was like, well, good for you. They told you to leave and you didn't leave.
Right.
So now I feel like I want to make sure I don't have to leave, right? Like I'm trying, I'm doing the right thing.
They're telling us, they're giving us the evacuation updates.
Yeah.
They even did it last night because I got an alert from Fox 13. They said live update. So I clicked on it. And as I clicked on it, I got the
guy sitting on the bed.
I got the notification from iPhone saying, this is your evacuation zone. And then as I'm watching the live update, I see them get it. And they were like, I don't know why they're sending this out. It's the exact same that it's been for the last 24 hours. Yeah. Like there was nothing new.
My in-laws are all coming to my house because I'm not in an evacuation zone. They're all lifelong Floridians. They've never evacuated, but they're not taking chances with this one. And they're in.
You're gonna have so much fun at your house.
They're in zones A, B, and C.
How many? So you got your family?
Yes,
that's 4.
That's five including me.
Then you got who else?
I've got my brother-in-law Joe, his wife, and their 2-year-old.
Okay, so that's 3.
And his 2 dogs.
Okay.
What kind of dogs?
I think one is
the answer is big or little.
One's a Frenchie. I think one's a pit mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I've got my my other brother-in-law, his 2 kids, and his like 4 dogs.
Okay.
I've got my mom and her dog.
How big is your house?
I mean, it's a 4-bedroom house
compared to this. Compared to Mike's house.
Come on.
Don't say it.
Is it one wing? Is it 1 wing or 2 wings of Mike's house?
It would take probably 3 of my houses to build Mike's house.
Okay.
If we're building houses out of Legos, I would need 3 of mine, and we could build Mike's house out of Legos.
I want more people to come over to my house.
Wait,
I have a party too.
Honestly, I might just stay here with the Connollys.
You can. Yeah, Dan was like, "Are you sure?" It's like, "Yeah, I got the room. I did. I mean, can you imagine telling a friend or a coworker, no, you'll have to go stay in a shelter?"
When my wife was telling me all these people were coming, I was getting very stressed out because I'm like, our house is not that big. Of course they can come.
You have a big party in the living room. Yeah. Like bring sleeping bags.
How bad are you going to feel if Dan Connolly's house is totally fine and then he dies because a branch came through the window and stabs him at your house?
I mean, I didn't make him come.
I mean, you told him to.
My wife's like, we're back in the studio. We're moving back in the studio. I said, okay.
Yeah.
We were in the bedroom before. I got the generator set up there. It was all ready to go, and now she's moving us back here.
Oh, and my brother-in-law, Joe, his mother-in-law is coming as well.
Yeah, dude.
And I think she might have a dog.
I wish that my dad and my sister would come over here.
Yeah.
And I wish that my in-laws would come over here. And, that the whole family would be here.
I mean, the house is big enough.
Yeah.
Why don't they just want to be at their house?
Because my dad and his wife and my sister will go over there. They're taking care of their house.
Right.
And I wish they would come here. And then my in-laws are going to my brother-in-law's house. So,
Oh, yeah, and my father-in-law's coming as well.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I'm coming to your house.
Dude, you can come.
It's so much fun.
The good thing is, like, they're all more manly than me when it comes to, like, building things, knowing how to run things. So that's the best part. Like,
I wish Tom was staying here.
Yeah, they know how to do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I wish Tom was staying here, not the kids, just Tom.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't
What about the kid that you want?
Like,
yeah, that kid gets that.
They're bringing, like, tools and stuff to, like, survive.
Like, those are the guys that you want.
100%. Yeah.
So what I did last night was I got a duffel bag, my Porosos duffel bag, and I put in my blood pressure medication, a couple of batteries that I was charging up to bring down here, like phone chargers and all that stuff. And then I was like, I got my gun too. I got to make sure my gun's in it. And then I realized I got the other gun. And then I realized there was another gun.
Yeah.
I had a shotgun and 2 handguns upstairs.
Listen, when we decide to loot afterwards, we're going to need that kind of stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
So I'm ready.
Looting.
I mean, when we stop the looters.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. All right, I'm going to take your phone calls at the top of the hour, but right now it's time to check in with Galvin. He's got a brand new open letter.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to things we don't need anymore. Dear things we don't need anymore. Seriously? When was the last time you paid for something using coins? Think about it. I can't remember the last time I paid for something using cash, let alone change. Actually, somebody invented a whole business just to get rid of coins. Coinstar is like, listen, we know you don't want to carry around a bunch of coins in your pocket and you're going to be embarrassed if you have to pay for something, counting them out. Here's a nickel. Oh, there's 2 dimes. Nope, that's a button. Wait, I think I have it. Hang on a second. So trade in your coins with Coinstar. We'll give you less real money for your coins. That should be their motto. Landlines, fax machines, typewriters, phone books, shopping malls, paper maps, calculators. I was in the store the other day and saw an array of different calculators. Just use your phone. Even in school, the kids are using their phones. Actually, smartphones have really replaced a lot of things. Maps, calculators, weathermen, asking me about anything. Just Google it. Another thing we don't need is stamps. Can we just pay for the mail with our taxes? And that way you just put whatever you want in the mailbox and the post office comes and picks it up. So I don't have to figure out whether my forever stamp is really a forever stamp or if I have to pay $1.09. I don't even know how much stamps are now. And if we're being honest, we don't even need mail anymore. If you don't pay your bills online, what is life? Why don't you just write an IOU on a piece of burnt parchment paper using a feather and a bottle of ink? I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to things we don't need anymore.
All right, what else? First of all, coins, yes. Okay,
Well, get rid of them.
I haven't used a coin for anything. I've barely gotten any coin for change, but I did see something the other day. I follow this kid on Instagram. They showed a guy using a wheelbarrow to go to Coinstar. And he goes, great. You got all that there. You're going to put it in there and you're going to walk away with $62. He goes, if you had some patience and you followed me on Instagram, you could look and see. And he starts showing that he goes, this is a 1944 penny. That penny alone is worth $10. He's like, you got so much more money in there that if you just had the patience to go through it and look at it, I was like, oh man, no, I want to look at all my
I don't have the patience.
They have the app on your phone
Yeah,
that
the
you can
coin
do
app,
and
I have
see
that
what
too,
the
yeah.
coin thing was. Yeah, but also how many 1944 pennies are you getting really?
I mean, I found a guy video the other day. He's like, if you have this quarter and it's got this stamp, whatever, it could be worth this much money. So I took the picture of a couple of quarters that I had, and they're like, congratulations, this one's worth 27 cents.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Who am I going to sell that to?
Oh,
you know?
25 to 27. The last time I paid for something with cash, I think I got like a Gatorade at a 7-Eleven, and then I got 13 cents back or whatever it was. You know what I did with it? Sat it on the ledge outside.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know, some homeless guy will find it.
Yeah, but now think about the hurricane. If we lose power and electricity and stuff like that, then you can't use your card. You can't, you know what I mean? So
I know, but okay, cash, whatever, but coins we can get rid of.
Yes, coins, yes.
Did you take cash out for this thing?
I did.
I have cash, yeah.
I just have some.
I know you have it from you got poker chips.
Yeah, I'm assuming all the electricity be out, which means, none of the machines work.
How much is a good amount of cash to have?
But think about this, because the places like Publix and the grocery stores like that, they have generators.
Yeah.
So they
I don't know. Do they all though? I don't think they do.
Grocery stores have
Grocery stores do, but
because otherwise they would lose all of their product.
Yeah.
And that's a huge waste.
That depends.
So I would imagine.
But I mean, if the roof of the Publix is gone,
right?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know how. I have no idea.
We should go home. We got to hold the fort down.
I know. So I still have to leave. I have to go take that kid home.
What?
I assume so.
No, they live with you
Well,
now.
I'm saying unless the parent's going to come get her, But I mean, I'm
Right.
assuming I have to take the kid home. I got to take the tortoise in, and
yeah, they're saying by like 12, 1 o'clock, it really starts to
yeah.
get nasty out.
I have, what do they call those things? The weight bench rack.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Thing the big tall thing.
The rack.
Weight
rack.
rack.
Wait,
All right.
weight rack.
You're asking
Well, a
You're
weight
right.
rack,
You
just
got
sounds
it.
like where you put the weights on it.
You work out. We can tell.
I just pointed. Let's use that machine.
What's that thing with the weight bar thing?
I have one of those on my porch. I mean, I can't take that in.
It's heavy. Yeah, no, you're better off putting weights on it and
holding it down,
weighing it down as much as possible. But
throw it in the pool.
You're not getting that
That's
out.
a projectile, man. That's coming right through your window.
I really miss having Joe here today. I got a lot of things that need to be done. What'd you do?
I was going to take a picture. It had our logo up there. And
yeah.
It had our logo?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Do we want to tune in real quick to Fox 13 and see what they're talking about, Corey?
Period of those waves as well, as everything's working closer and closer to the coast. Now, as you look at Sky Tower radar, and a lot of what you're seeing, first of all, there is the center of Milton. We've got it on the radar now. This thing cannot sneeze without us knowing about where it's going at this point. And now that you have this eye on the radar, any little blip or wobble, we will see immediately. As I say that, I want you to look at all of this rain offshore. Do you see the way it's moving and like that? I also want to tell you that these are likely rotating thunderstorms. We just had a tornado watch issued, and for good reason, because this is more than likely all isolated water spouts. And as all of that activity eventually moves northward and comes on shore, we're likely to start to get some of those tornado warnings. Meanwhile, the heavy rain has already been ongoing into St. Petersburg area over the Skyway Bridge, some very heavy rain, lightens up a little bit, but it kind of comes in waves. And as we get into the afternoon hours and that heavy rain just gets closer and closer and closer, it will just get to the point 4, 5, 6 o'clock. It's just not going to be in waves anymore. It's just going to come down. If you look at the satellite picture, there's changes going on within this storm. And the first thing to note is you lose the eye. And what we think is happening is it's undergoing, it's starting to move quick, it's undergoing another eye wall replacement cycle. At the same time that is happening, the wind shear is starting to get to the storm, which is why you see these cloud tops kind of feathering. How they look, that little feathering, that's because of the wind shear, okay? Now, yes, it is all going to act to weaken the storm. but you're not going to lose the energy. You're going to transfer the energy. So the core has got, of course, the strongest winds, and while those winds may drop in intensity, the wind is going to fan out. Okay, and your hurricane force winds will go out further. Your tropical storm force winds will go out further. So you get my point. While it is weakening, it's transferring its energy and becoming a larger storm.
All right, thank you, Corey.
Great.
There you go. So what he's saying is it's weakening a little bit in the strength, but as that dissipating, it's making the storm bigger, so it's going to cover more area, and it is covering the entire state. And mostly, I mean, from all the way down to Miami, all the way up here. So it actually looks like it's a little bit even further south now at this point. Unbelievable. Oh, relax.
I know. Listen, but it's not like just me, what I'm thinking of. I'm texting with our listener, Carol, the sweet lady who's always offering to bring us soup and Uber us and this and that. This lady's running around trying to help stray cats. And she said it's already flooding near her. And I was like, are you in evacuation zone? She's like, not yet, but I'm close. And I was like, come. She's like, but I have all my animals and I can't go to a shelter. I was like, come to my house, anything. And she's like, no, if it's my time, it's my time.
Oh,
and
I don't have that. It's never my time.
I know. She's like, well, I'm not yet. I'm like, oh, geez, she's giving me a panic attack right now. But I'm just thinking of all the people in that situation, or the people that are kind of like Dan Connolly, but they don't have a U. They don't have someone down here. They don't have, and they can't go, and they don't want to go to a shelter because they don't want to leave their pets and this and that.
Then get in your car, like Gio said, drive 20 miles north. Go somewhere in Spring Hill. Go somewhere. Just start heading out. Just go.
Yeah, you don't have to go to Georgia.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but like I'm saying, my heart just feels for those people, because I'm sure there's a lot of people, especially elderly people. That's who I really think about, who can't get in a car.
It's funny you said that, because this morning I was getting ready and I was like, who's old that I know that might be? That's what made me think of Crazy Patty this morning. Well, you know what, Joe? I reached out to Joe last night and said, hey, is everything good at the island? Still hasn't texted me back yet. It's almost like he said, I'm not a doctor. And just ignored me.
Which for this point that we're talking about this, Corey let me know, and Monica's been talking about this for the last couple of days. Uber is offering free rides to shelters if you use the promo code Milton Relief. Okay. So if you do know someone elderly who may not know how to use Uber or something like that, you can always Uber a ride for somebody. And if you use the code Milton Relief, they will Uber will give them a free ride to a shelter. So keep that in mind. If you're elderly, or if you know somebody, or if you need it yourself, Milton Relief, you get a free ride to a shelter.
Perfect. Gio, I want to come hang out at your house so much.
Dude,
it's going to be so much fun. You know what? They're just going to sit around drinking whiskey and telling stories.
You're more than welcome.
I know, but it's going to
be it's going to be crowded, but you know.
I'd say they could just all come here.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Parcheesi with the Conleys.
We could fit everybody here, yeah. Just shut my house down and just, you know.
I don't want Roughshot Todd here.
No, Roughshot Todd's not coming. He's
not?
No, he's in, he's not in the evacuation zone either.
Where is he?
He's like Wesley Chapel area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's fine. Right. He was boarding up his house yesterday.
All I know is I got enough coffee to get me through the next couple of days. I got a strawberry acai lemonade to get us through the next couple of days. I got all the priorities in order here. We should be good.
Yeah, this definitely made me feel better.
Right?
Yeah.
I have cream too.
Yeah, no, I like it just like that sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just straight black.
Straight tar. Let us take a break. When we come back, we got football picks to do. That's right. It's, football, we're banking on probably not being here tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I assume that we're not going to be. We will be if I have power, but I assume that we're not going to have power tomorrow.
I'm not.
Right.
Can we even watch football on this weekend?
I don't expect you guys to be here tomorrow, right?
I would honestly say they're probably going to be closing roads and stuff if it's as bad as they say it is.
A lot of trees down and stuff.
Yeah, they're going to say unless you are a first responder,
stay off the road.
If I have power tomorrow, I will be so happy that I will come in here by myself and do the show.
Yeah,
I will not listen.
No, I don't care. I'll sleep right through it.
I will be sleeping.
There's a lot of people that are going to be bored and scared and want something to do.
Yeah. 100%.
All right. It's just going to be a lot of this. Me going. So, how'd you guys do? All right. We'll take a quick break. Football picks next on 102.5 The Bone. Can we try and call Joe real quick, Corey?
He's already on line one.
On line one.
Oh,
okay, good.
Look at that.
We have to call him for football picks, but I also want to get an update from Whore Island. Joe, how are you?
Hello, Michael.
How are things over at the island?
Well, things are a little blustery. there's a lot of there's some gusting winds, but nothing really terrible. I haven't gotten any limbs falling on the house yet or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, we're packed in here. I got mama pants, I got a net, I got 4 dogs, and it's not as confusing as it sounds, but it's all right. I'm about to make chili.
Oh, that's nice. Get a little chili, freeze it up a little.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on now.
All right, good. I was wondering how the Pants family was making it through these times.
Oh yeah, no, we're good. Christy is sleeping like a baby, and the mama Pantses are up with me.
I texted you last night. You didn't answer me as if you were a doctor or something.
Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. I did not even see that. I was okay. I had to Uber a net here in like one of those pet friendly Ubers, so it was a little confusing. I'm sorry I missed it. I apologize.
There's 2 Mama Pants at your house. There's the OG Mom Pants, Annette, your mom, and then there's Pants Mama.
That's right, and she and Annette brought her dog Prince, which he's kind of a yappy little jerk off, but he's okay.
Who's Annette? Your mom?
Yeah, his mom.
Oh, okay.
He had to get his 90-year-old mother and her yappy jerk off dog out of the home.
I gotcha. We'll just
send over to his house.
Calling her by her first name.
Yeah,
throwing me off.
That's Joe. That's what he does.
Joe, are you drinking yet, or it's 9 a.m.? You got enough booze?
No, not drinking yet, but I will tell you that part of my hurricane preparedness was a giant bottle of Maker's Mark, and we went to the weed store.
Nice. Make sure you're prepared. Do the Pantses imbibe in the weed as well?
Some Pantses do.
Yeah, I got
Not
you.
all Pantses.
I got you. Not all Pantses dances. I get you. All right, good. Well, that's Pap live from his place, and we're all here. Ian and Martine are going to have to email their picks in, right?
Yes, and I got Ian's picks already.
You got Ian's?
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to tell you them while we do this. That's too confusing.
That's
but
okay.
I do have Ian's picks in.
I'm just going to point out we've also been live on YouTube all morning. It was really easy to do.
Yeah. Well,
all right, Gio. Thank you very much, jerk off.
My favorite is scumbag. When he calls you a scumbag. All right,
that's right,
it is week 6. Let's get into our football picks.
He doesn't have the music.
I wasn't ready for that. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
Doesn't sound like anything's going wrong at all over there.
There's a lot happening right now.
Joe, you want to fight Corey at the Punch-Out? All right, here we go.
I love you, Corey.
Week 6, Joe. Game 1, the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. Pap. There you go.
49ers.
Galvin.
Niners.
Carmen.
Niners.
Gio.
49ers.
I will take the Niners as well. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Chicago Bears. Galvin.
Bears.
Carmen.
Bears.
Gio.
Bears.
I forgot Joe. Joe.
Bears.
The Commanders at the Ravens. Joe.
Ravens.
Galvin.
I am going upset. I am taking Commanders.
Commanders are on fire. Carmen.
Ravens.
Gio.
Ravens.
I too am going to take the Commanders.
Oh.
The Arizona Cardinals at the Green Bay Packers. Pap.
Packers.
Galvin.
Packers.
Carmen.
Packers.
Gio.
Packers.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Can I tell you something I don't like, but you're not doing well, so it doesn't really matter? He doesn't pick until he hears all our picks.
Yeah. He's reverse.
I'm last.
Just like Joe.
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
But you're going last. That's what I'm saying. You're going last, so you're.
It's
not you.
You react to everyone.
all right.
I think I'll too take the Cardinals.
Yeah, but what do you want me to do? You want me to pick first?
Yeah, I mean, we all have our picks already. You're just waiting until you hear all of our picks, and then you decide your pick.
Oh, I'm not picking the same as you. I just picked the Cardinals, and everybody else picked the other thing.
He goes against us quite a bit.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's doing poorly, so it doesn't really matter,
Right.
but it's a little suspect.
I'll happily go first.
It doesn't seem like you've done the research.
Yes.
Joe, I'm going first. I'm going first.
Okay. All right.
The Houston Texans at the New England Patriots. I will take the Texans. What say you, Joe?
Patriots.
Galvin?
What did you say you're taking?
Texans.
I'm going to take Texans.
What a dick. Carmen?
Texans.
Gio?
Listen, if Galvin and Mike are taking Texans, I'm taking Texans.
Of course. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the New Orleans Saints. I will proudly take the Buccaneers. Joe?
Absolutely, Buccaneers.
Galvin?
Derek Carr out with an oblique injury. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and go for the sack in that as well.
Carmen?
Bucks.
Gio?
Buccaneers.
The Cleveland Browns at the Philadelphia Eagles. I will take the Eagles. Joe?
Eagles.
Galvin?
Eagles.
Carmen?
Eagles.
Now everybody's just copying me. Gio?
Eagles.
The Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. I will take the Colts. Joe?
Titans.
Galvin?
Colts.
Carmen?
Titans.
Gio?
I'm going to take the Colts.
The Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. I will take the Broncos. Joe?
Chargers.
Galvin?
Broncos.
Carmen?
Broncos.
Gio?
Chargers.
The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Las Vegas Raiders. I will take the Steelers. Joe?
Steelers.
Galvin?
I hope that I'm there live because I'm supposed to be,
Yeah.
but we'll see what happens with this. But I'm going Steelers.
Carmen?
Steelers.
Gio?
Raiders.
The Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. I will take the Falcons. Joe?
Falcons.
Galvin?
Falcons.
Carmen?
Falcons.
Gio?
Falcons.
The Detroit Lions at the Dallas Cowboys. I will take the Cowboys. Joe?
Cowboys.
Galvin?
Lions.
Carmen?
Lions.
Gio?
Lions.
The Cincinnati Bengals at the New York Giants. I will take the Bengals. Joe?
Giants.
Galvin?
Oof wowza. Bengals.
Carmen?
Bengals.
Gio?
Bengals.
Yeah. And finally, the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. Is there anybody not taking the Bills?
No.
You suck, Josh Allen.
Nah.
Yeah. Although this could turn the Jets around. This could be a new coach. They have one strong win, and they take over the Bills, and then all of a sudden their confidence is up.
By the way, did you see they put up the wins under Rodgers and the wins under the other kid at the same time? It's exactly the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Joe?
Yes, Michael.
Is there anything you need? Are you good to go?
No, I think we're good to go. I think we're locked down, we're buttoned up, and we're ready to rage.
You got two mamas, a daughter, and a pants, and I got me and my family and the Conleys. You got Gio and the whole family.
I've got you all beat.
Galvin's got him and Jenny and the dog. Carmen, you got you and Chad's mom and Chad.
Yep.
Oh,
How many dogs you got? I got 4.
We got 2.
I got 2.
I've got 9.
We got 3. 9. You got 9 dogs.
I think so, yeah.
We have my 2 and Dan's pug. So we're gonna have quite the kennel. We got 3 dogs, a tortoise, and a miniature cat that hopefully is leaving today. All right, Joe. Thank you. Stay safe. We'll check in with you tomorrow.
I love you, Michael.
All
See
right.
you.
See you, Pap. There you go.
I don't know. Him being the man of a household.
Yeah.
Is what really.
He's not. Sugar Pants is the man of that household.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but technically,
but
he is the man of a household.
Right.
Joe is all talk.
And
I
that
think
is very disturbing.
He's definitely a passenger in that car.
I got to tell you, if you were listening, Joe did a lot of different picks than the rest of us. If he wins it this week,
something's up.
He knows something.
Yeah, but he didn't win last week.
Nobody did okay. He did.
He was part of the winning.
Winners,
he was still up there.
So right now I have it all mapped out for
Okay,
us.
all
So
right.
we
Map
can-
it out.
So in first place right now with 3 wins, Joe.
Okay.
In second place with 2 wins, 1 loss, Gio. Next with 1 win, Ian and Galvin. After that, with 1 win, 1 loss, Martine and myself. In last place with 0 wins, Mike Calta.
So I'm just in last place because I have 0 wins.
And 1 loss.
So if it ended today, I owe $20 to Joe?
Not today.
Well,
if it ended today.
If it ended today.
I think you're at 10. I think second place is only $10, which I don't know if that's going to change at all because we're down a player.
No.
So but I'm saying the
You're in
pay
second?
Yeah.
You would only pay him 5.
Oh.
So, but I'm saying the pay structure might change because we're down a person.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right.
So I think but I think that would basically put second place at $10. Everyone would move a slot.
It actually would jump to 20.
Okay.
Oh man. Or would we rather do that or go the other way? The
Go
winner
down.
winner gets less money, or losers all pay a little bit more.
Losers pay a little bit more
More,
because we're
yeah.
all paying a little bit.
Okay.
But the max is $100, correct?
Yeah.
We should. Yeah, the max will be $100 no matter what. Everyone else will adjust. Oh, jeez.
Hurricane Michael.
Oh, can I tell you, I sneezed a good one this morning that it was
Did you fart?
Blissful. No, but it was like a snot rocket.
One flew out?
Yeah. It felt so
Were you here?
No.
Okay, good.
I was in my car.
Good.
But it felt so good.
And it was dark and she couldn't find it.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's on my sleeve.
Stand by, I got another one.
No.
Just let it fly.
Oh.
Yeah, it's his mic.
Enjoy COVID, Connolly family.
Yeah.
Look at the TV. What I don't understand is all these news people, man. They got news people with rain jackets. They got news people with hats. They got news people with polos. Radio people never get no clothes.
No, not on TV.
Yeah. I know, but they get Channel 10 raincoats. I want a bone raincoat.
And also, if the storm is that bad, why are they out there?
That's their job.
I guess.
That's their job. I'm out here working during the storm. I want a raincoat.
But see, my thing is like, if it's that bad and we have the technology, they could just green screen like they do for the weather, like have a camera set up.
But you
and
want to
then
be authentic. You want to be out there in the midst of it, showing businesses boarding up and people,
I say it's not that bad if they're out there.
So I have now the how much people pay, how it works out. And stuff. So the winner will get $300. The sixth place will get that's a loser, $100, then $80, then $60, $40, $20, and then the winner gets $300.
I'm hoping to offset the loss here with my win in fantasy football. Take my winnings, funnel it through here,
or Death Pool,
which I'm also winning in that as well.
Yeah, I'm catching up though. I made some moves.
What'd you do?
I just called my shot, but I called it like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, so you missed it.
No, I got a whole month.
Who is it?
Mike Ditka.
Ditka's not going anywhere.
I got some inside information.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
Coach knows a coach?
Coach knows a coach.
Oh, boy. You're in the coach's circle now?
He had heart surgery.
Listen.
Ditka's.
It's a real man we're talking about.
Yeah. But he had heart surgery early this year.
You know how he celebrated his heart surgery? 4 steaks.
Yeah.
Ate 4 steaks in one sitting.
Yeah. So I guess it did not take very well from my insider information. But again, I haven't heard anything, so who knows? Mm-hmm. But I did call my shot. So that could help.
All right. We'll see.
Good luck to you. All right, we got to take a break. I'm going to take some phone calls when we come back. 800-771-1025. That's 800-771-1025. Those are the only phone lines that work. I see some people calling right now. I'll grab your phone calls right when we get back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. This is probably medicine, man. Good morning, Mike Calta Show. Hello. Hello?
Man, medicine, man.
Yeah, I figured that. Where are you right now?
Oh, I'm at my house again. I have to get my food out of the refrigerator to put in the cooler, bring over Jeff's.
Yeah.
He picked me up.
Is he picking you up? What time is he coming? Everything good? You got a place to go? You're all safe, you and Jeff?
11 o'clock or so.
Is Jeff the Craven Moorhead guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what you'll be riding out. So if I watch his videos over the weekend, I'm sure I'll see you in them?
Possibly.
Yeah.
It's like me doing a cameo appearance to something,
Are you scared? You sound scared.
I'm just a little bit tired. Yeah, my stomach was bothering me, and I've been back and forth to the John quite a bit this morning.
Yeah, well guy knows.
Yeah.
Got poop issues.
I know. I'm pretty sure other people got butterflies in the stomach, too, or moths or something.
Yeah. Anything you want to say?
It's scary as hell.
If this is the last time
we all people out there, during the evacuation zone, be safe, and of course, don't take the storm for granted. It's a monster on one. Hopefully this thing will diminish a bit before it hits land.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I hope it diminishes before it hits land. Is there anything you want to say to Tampa Bay in case you don't make it through the storm?
Just saying, put a lot of text people on the phone. I had to, just shorten the word on it. Milton, stay the F away from Tampa Bay area and be safe.
Thank you, Medicine Man. Very Shakespeare-like. I appreciate it. Stay safe, my man. I'm going to tell you right now, this has never happened before in the history of this radio show. There are no calls. Well, one call is coming through right now. This is the most open the phone lines have ever been. 800-771-1025.
People are busy.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Oh, hey guys, it's Aqua Joe. How are you?
Hello, Aqua Joe. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Northport, Florida. We're sticking it out.
You are. And what do they say flood-wise in your area?
We didn't do very good for Ian, only because the power went out around 1:30, and that was 2 years ago. And then this time we still have power, and as long as it stays on, I think the pump stations or lift stations should stay online.
Okay.
And I think we're going to fare a little bit better because they updated it.
All right. Well, we wish you the best. I hope you make smart choices and everything works out for you.
Thanks, guys.
All
Love
right,
the show as always.
Thank you.
Good
Take
luck.
it easy. There you go. Awkward Joe, who, although he's been calling the show for years, is still awkward.
Still awkward.
Yeah. Mike Calta Show. Good morning. Nope. I don't know what's going on. These phone lines are whacked out a little. Hello, Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
Craig.
Where are you calling from, Craig?
Calling from good old Largo, Florida. Larghetto.
Staying in Larghetto, or are you headed out?
Oh, no, staying.
Everybody's staying. Nobody's afraid.
Well, when you grow up here,
Yeah.
until they really get somewhere, and the last one was bad. I went over the day after, took some people in my boat over to Indian Rocks and Indian Shores, me and a buddy of mine, and that's the worst I've ever seen since I've lived in Florida from storm impact.
Yeah.
But I don't think this one will be as bad. It's not as big.
Oh,
It's moving quick. It's going to die down. It'll be bad to the south. We'll be pretty good here.
You realize you're the only one saying that. Yeah, maybe in this area. Maybe you're right. Maybe by the time it gets over here. Well, be safe, my man. I appreciate you giving us a call. Now we got a full board of phone calls. Yeah, Carmen.
I was going to say, Corey came in, a guy called in and didn't want to stay on hold. A gas station at Sly and 75 has gas.
Sly and 75 has gas.
If anyone's looking for gas at the moment.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike and crew. I evacuated. I got out. I am now walking my dog around the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Where were you?
Hudson, Bennett Point.
And what's it like over in Atlanta? Totally calm in Atlanta?
Oh, it's probably 63 degrees, nice sunny skies, breeze.
Now in Hudson and Bayonet Point, you were by the water over there?
I was, yes, I was right at Hudson Avenue 19.
Okay, so that's where the beach is. That's where everything is. So you're in a bad spot over there. You get out now. Are you worried about coming home to complete devastation, or are you just like, hey, it is what it is?
It is what it is, but I had to get out anyway because I was in an RV.
Oh, yeah.
So no matter small storm or big storm, I had to get out.
Do you take the whole RV with you?
Oh, I took the RV, the dog, the car.
You're fine.
Packed up my whole life out of the storage unit, and hopefully I can save what I can.
You may live in Atlanta now.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I got a generator, I got 75 gallons of water, full tank of gas, full propane, full fridge, oven, bathroom, shower,
cop tires, cop
I'm
shocks.
good for at least 10 days on my own.
He's living my best life right now. This is my dream to be in the RV.
Him and Riggs.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, well, be safe, buddy. Be safe out there, and hopefully we'll see you back in a couple of days. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. How we doing?
Good, sir. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Bradenton.
Oh, man.
We're out east, though, so we're not too worried out this way.
Bradenton is where they keep saying to start worrying.
Are you in
we prepared? We do what we can.
Yeah,
We're not. We're near the river. We're worried about the dam. That's really the only thing that's got us worried about water. That and the wind is pretty much all we're thinking about at the moment.
All right, well, be safe, my brother. I appreciate the call. Thanks for checking in. I don't know if I was anywhere in any of these places where they're specifically mentioning city names, I'd be nervous.
I mean, any evacuation zone, I would be very nervous. I would not be there.
Yeah,
They've said
there's no way.
Every official, every weatherman, everybody said if you're in an evacuation zone, to get the hell out.
And they keep in the south of the storm is what, because I keep watching where the storm is going to hit. They say southeast of the storm is going to get it the worst.
Yeah.
So I just keep hoping that the storm hits south of Tampa.
You keep hoping to figure out where southeast is.
Get on your phone. It's got a compass.
But they keep saying people that have lived here their whole life, this is not going to be like anything you've ever seen. Yeah, you can't use that as something to gauge upon.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. It's Dakota.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? How are your white man dreads doing in the storm?
They're doing good. We're down here in Northport. We're all hunkered up. We're staying.
Oh, you're supposed to hunker down.
Yeah, you hunker down.
You don't hunker up.
No, I'm hunkering up.
Oh, man. That's wild. You do everything different.
Yeah, listen, I need you guys to live through this so you can make it on the cruise next year.
Well, I got bad news. Dallas isn't coming next year, but we are.
All right. Hey, look, we only need one guy with dreads.
All right, you got him.
All right, brother. Be safe. Thank you very much for calling. I'm going to grab a couple more of these. Just checking in with everybody. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hi, this is Michelle. I'm the one you gave the Piff the Magic Dragon tickets to.
Yes. How was it?
Last Friday. You didn't miss much.
Oh, really? No good? Tell me about it.
It was okay. It was very family friendly. Let's just put it that way.
What'd you want? A slutty dragon?
Well, I mean, he's a Vegas comedian. I do expect it to be a little bit edgy.
Yeah.
It was not. It was cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I can say I went to go see Piff the Magic Dragon, and now I'm done. So
yeah. All right. Well,
I don't need to see him anymor.
I'm glad you made it. I didn't even make it.
But thank you.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you. And what are you what are you doing for the hurricane?
We're batting down the hatches here. I'm in Bradenton, so we're in the direct path.
All right. Well, stay safe, Pumpkin.
But I'm a little more inland, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Take it easy. There you go. Oh, no, I feel better, though. I didn't miss anything.
Yeah?
If she said it stunk, I probably would have hated it. I'd see it in Vegas.
You were going to sleep through it no matter what.
Up, yeah. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hello, is it me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hi. Good morning,
morning,
fellas. I'm glad you guys are live. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Where are you at?
Down here in Cape Coral. I'm in Cape Coral, Florida, in the heat.
Yeah, and what are you? Were you hunkering down? You're riding it out?
Well, I'm hunkering down for now, tidying things up, and we're going to run across the way. One of my best friends is a Navy SEAL, so he can swim, and he's got his house all bumpered up, and we're going to run over there and hang out, I guess.
All right, well, good. Be safe, my brother. I appreciate you calling in, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Thank you guys for being there for us. It means a lot.
I'm glad to do it. Thank you. And we'll continue to be live as long as we can. I don't know. I got a text from John Brennan in the last break. It looks like we're preparing to turn it on to Fox 13 tomorrow morning. If you get here and we're not here and Fox 13's on, or Drew is on, or because I know Drew is coming up today after us on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, different people. Drew, I think, is doing it from home. John is over at his place. I think everybody's trying to do what they can and pick up whatever shifts they can so that we can stay live on the air. But know that if you turn on the radio tomorrow and it's Fox 13, that we're just out of power or we can't get to the station or whatever the deal is. And that's why we're not on, because my choice is to be on the air. If I'm on the air, that means everything went okay. If I'm not, it could be bad. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, Mike?
Good, sir. Where are you calling from?
I'm at my mom's in Stepford, Florida, but I live in Hudson in Zone A area.
So you got
about a half mile off the golf.
You right now?
I got out this time.
Have you had problems before? Like, how'd you bear through Helene? How bad was it over there?
It was like 5 or 6 feet deep. Luckily, I'm elevated, so it didn't get to the house. But yeah, I was like over the about a foot over our chain link fence.
Yeah.
And the mailbox was underwater.
That is insane. So good. You did a smart thing and got out of there.
Bad.
What do you got? Who do you got with you? You got a family or dogs, or what do you got?
Yeah. My mom and my cousins live over in Sefner. So, and the rest of my family's over on the East Coast in New Smyrna Beach area.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was pretty bad over there. I just didn't have this I'll be okay feeling this time, so I got the heck. And I was more worried about my car, too, and it would have been underwater.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, people, that's, your second most expensive thing that you buy besides your house is a car. You got to take care of it. Well, I hope you guys stay safe, and I hope you return to a house that's still there, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You too. I don't know what you're going to say, but you too. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Morning. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, it's Ashley. I'm out here in Riverview, just chilling and hanging out. Just wanted to call and say hi and hope everybody will be safe and all that.
Yeah, well, thank you. You sound like you're in a very hollow building right now.
Well, I kind of just woke up and you're on speaker and I'm watching Fox News and everything, just checking out the storm and everything. So I think we'll be okay out here in Riverview.
I sure hope so. All right.
Very cool.
Stay in bed, Pumpkin. Stay in bed. Put pillows on your head. You'll be fine. Thank you. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We get in bed, put a pillow on my head.
I'm ready for a nap.
I feel like I got too much to do. I feel like until Ralphie's in the house, I'm not done. I got to go get him.
You have a lot of telling Tom what to do.
Yeah.
Tom's not here. Tom's not here. My son.
I've heard that. I've heard you.
Lazy kid. I don't know. I have to bring Ralphie in. My wife did a lot of stuff while we were on the air. She went out and got the last couple of things off the porch. So I think we should be good to go.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing to think of, plants. Bring your plants inside.
Yeah.
You know, that's just something that you want to think of, but if it's in a pot or something like that, if it can be moved, take that inside.
Yep. We got we have these 2 giant concrete planters out front, and my wife and Joey laid them down.
Yes. Because
those things aren't moving.
They could. The wind could pick them up. I
love it.
Yeah.
I love
Do you
it.
have internet?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're in my living room.
You see like cars being thrown.
Yeah. I went up to the school with Chad and we laid down the benches.
Oh, really?
We were gonna zip tie them, but I was like, these things are so heavy that the wind would take the zip tie or that would break the zip tie. But we zip tied the track hurdles, and then we laid.
What are you in charge of the whole school now?
Yeah. We are. Chad is
He's the PE coach.
Is he the athletic department?
He's the PE coach. He's a PE teacher. He's the football coach, and he's the head track coach.
Wow.
So and then last hurricane when we went up there, a lot of the benches had just toppled over. They didn't go too far, but they just flipped over. So we went and put those down and got everything secure, so nothing's moving.
Jeez Louise. That's a lot of work, a lot of pressure to take care of a school and on top of everything else.
Yeah, we were over there yesterday, and I put a picture out. All the linemen are there. That's a place where they all meet up because it's right by 75 and stuff like that, so it's easy on and off. But yeah, it was filling up yesterday around like 5 o'clock.
I heard they're changing the name to Chadberlin.
Did you get your package yesterday?
I did not.
Oh.
It said it came yesterday?
No, it said it was supposed
today.
to come. Oh, today?
Wednesday.
I get so confused.
So
I'm all my Amazon packages are telling me now what was supposed to be here yesterday today is now being pushed off till next week.
That's fine. If I'll keep an eye out for it, but usually something like that would get delivered right to my door.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bring that in. I'm very excited.
All right. Thank you guys for coming in. Corey, thank you for running the board.